I want a sandwich. Now. Oh, sandwich wench. Yo, wench. Sandwich. Now. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. I'm going to need a sandwich. A sandwich. A sandwich. Oh, sandwich wench. I want a sandwich. Sandwich. Hello everyone, welcome back to something.
Not worth a cork.
Not worth it. There we go. See, you're getting better at this, Dave. You're getting better. Joining me to do some Morangie sampling, which should be a jolly good time, really, is my friend Dave. Say hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
That's my phone.
No, that one's mine.
Turn the volume down. Anyway, how is Dave?
Yeah, Dave is good.
Yeah?
Dave is
good.
pleasantly full of steak.
Oh, good. First of all, I should obviously say hello, Verity, hello, Ragamuffin, hello, Marcy, hello, Michael. Don't get copyright struck like yesterday. Well, one would certainly hope not. This one's a bit different. This is solely based on images of whiskies, and, well, actually, the images are of our whiskies.
Yes.
Can't really copyright claim something that we took a photo of, since the copyright is ours.
Yeah.
Hello,
I could
M.
be a dick and copyright claim you, but
You don't know how to.
Yeah, this is true.
You have no idea how to even... You barely know how to use a computer, which is weird. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be sampling... we're doing a repeat. You may notice in the pinned comment, it says first Glenmorangie stream. That's because 10 months ago, in 2023, we did our first one. And hello,
Yes.
Chavi Duck Quacker and Lisa.
Hello,
And
everyone.
when we did that, we went through the 10, the 12, the 14.
Yeah.
We did Tell the Forest.
Yes.
And Palo Cortado.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, because I think we did Cab Bowl another time.
Yeah, because we... Bye, Plumpy.
She's not going anywhere. She can damn well stay in here.
Stay on a wet mat.
She's only being annoyed because she wants to leave now because I booped her to put her back on there.
We did... When did we do...
It doesn't matter. We did it at some point. It was another stream.
Yeah.
And we went through a selection of Glenmorangies then.
Or was it linked to the January treats, maybe?
Maybe. Possibly.
Because that was your...
Oh, maybe yes,
that
because
was
we
your
compared it
treat
to the
me,
we
wasn't
compared it to the McCullen, Night on Earth. Yeah, different stream. Anyway, yeah. So this time, though, over the course of 10 months, we have both acquired new ones. Now, Dave has accidentally not brought his new one,
Yes.
which was
Or his old one, which we were going to compare to a new one.
well, he brought the old one at least. So that's
Or his other old one.
Yeah, you might have phrased that slightly inaccurate there. But yeah, we Dave Bay needs an avatar. He does. It's the tiny blue bottle on the counter, which is
blue
hilarious.
bottle of Johnny Walker, which now has the wrong age on it.
It's hilarious because he's taller than me. Thank you for the hearts. We appreciate that, and everyone should smash it.
Yes, please do hit like, hit heart, whatever the heart does.
It does nothing.
Fair enough.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, do it only for the graphics, and please do hit like
Yes,
and
of
share the
course.
stream around if there's people you think might like to watch.
But we have acquired new ones. Mercifully, though, mine are here. The one Dave forgot to bring is called Tale of Tokyo, which is a shame because we listened to Beast in Black playing, and One Night in Tokyo is like the thing. And but we still have 4 new Glenmorangies, 5, sorry, to go through. One of which we will then compare to Dave's Cad Bowl because Glenmorangie have brought out. Oh, give dog fuss.
Yes.
Pocket Princess.
Dog is currently being carried like a baby home first.
They Glenmorangie brought out a whiskey, a new batch of the same whiskey, but it's not of the same flavour profile. So we're going to compare it to Dave's version, which is an earlier release of the same whiskey.
Yeah, which we have had before and we know is very good. So
You hear
it'll be
kissing, it's kind of giving
interesting.
dog kisses.
Yes, this is the most love anyone gets. It's Plumpy.
Yeah, she's the only one. Dave could be another mythos-based design. No, because stick insect isn't a mythical creature. Although for a stick insect, he's quite carnivorous. Oh, hello. You're not a shoulder princess.
That's
Anyway,
what she does when you're sat, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
She tries to sit on your shoulder,
she
back of
does.
your shoulders.
Anyway, yeah. So we're going to be going through some newer releases that are called Barrel Select releases from Glenmorangie, along with a couple punts. One of which was sent to me off my wish list, but I, to protect that one, acquired another one. Just cut. Is my mouth that delicious? She can smell steak.
She can still smell steak, can't she? You had the extra steak, Plumpy.
You have. You're plump.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. So we're going to be doing that because we thought we're going to take advantage of Dave being here first of all, and he's up for it.
Also, Dave has finally remembered to do this.
Oh, he's putting on his Not Worth Cork
Dave
shirt.
was actually wearing the Not Worth Cork shirt.
Is that why you were here like 2 minutes just before we started? Hello, Yempy, hope you're well.
A small amount to do with it, yes. I did remember to change.
Oh, I'm glad you did.
Hey, Yempy.
Right, can you please go on the couch? Okay. Anyway, we're going to go through those because
But you're not looking at me.
we haven't tried... You can hold her for 3 hours if you like.
No.
We are going to be trying 5 Glenmorangies that we've had one of.
Ish.
The Infinita.
Oh, true, yeah. We had one and one-ish.
One and your Cad Bowl.
No, I went one. That one.
Well, that's... Okay,
we're getting too pedantic.
Dave's being pedantic, yeah. You need to learn not to do that. Because it made no sense, and you're just pointing at something that they don't understand.
Well, when we get the camera, it'll make more sense, because I can pan the camera up and we've had that one.
No,
and that
all it'll be is your finger vaguely pointing in a direction, because it'll be set in a position, you donut. Because knowing you're such a boomer, you'll end up putting it on me anyway, because you're an idiot.
No, I just blow the candles out over it.
You're not allowed to blow candles out anymore, you know that. Lucky you had steak. Yes, Dave bought tomahawk again. Homemade meatball marinara. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Well, that's lovely.
Those
Anyway.
of you who have been following us for a while, if you can remember which number Tommy this is, we'd appreciate it, because we can't.
6th. This one is the one that, well, I would say survived, but that doesn't work with the Henry VIII sort of thing. Anyway, yeah, we're going to start with one it's actually the one I've had the longest, unopened that is, because this is the selection. Now, you might notice on the image, there is one bottle missing. It's because, before Dave opens that, the reason, because I wanted to pop
That's
while
what
I'm
I'm
just
just
talking. Yeah, I get you. Because the middle bottle, you might notice, is a little bit different. That's the original design of a Glenmorangie bottle. I have the newer version of that's called Batch 3, which is based on the other bottle's shape, which is shorter, easier to work with. Also, I kind of like the look. And you haven't had tomahawk in ages. Sad face. Much sadness there, actually. Yeah. Smash the like, and perhaps we'll blow some in your direction. And so I when I did this picture earlier, I thought it wise not to include mine as well, because it'd be 3 bottles of blue labelled whiskey, and I thought that would be a bit too odd. Although I still think it's quite strange that the Infinita at the end on the far right is bronze and the nectar is gold. Bit strange, but all right.
Yeah.
Hello, Bri. Hope you're well today. Don't forget to smash the like, guys. We appreciate it. And yet, maybe a mythos-based design could be something for him in the future. I saw what you wrote there, Lisa, before it got retracted. I just forgot it. Some Shoggoth thing. But I don't think Dave really does any of that stuff. So stick insects or a whiskey bottle, it'll have to be for now. Yeah. You never know. Maybe one day we'll evolve him into his final form.
Well, that's going to be, but...
Liver failure. Now, we're going to be starting with the second bottle on the left. The reason why is because we're going to do it alphabetically and chronologically. So the two on the left are 12-year-olds, but the first one is an Amontillado cask-finished whiskey. The next one is the orange one is not. Yes.
We're going OCD about this.
We are. We're going Monica. But we're going to start with the Amontillado because we've done another rare sherry cask finish from Glenmorangie before, and it wasn't as good as we thought it could be. It certainly wasn't worth the price. That was the Parlo Cortado, and it certainly doesn't stack up. I don't think it's as good or refined as the Santa, which I think is just Oloroso.
Yes,
yeah,
so.
That's a standard whiskey, isn't it? Standard sherry finish, really, isn't it? Have smashed it harder than Thor smashed Mjolnir. I didn't realize he had sex with his own hammer. A bit strange. Also, can we just query, does Dave sound... Because I've moved the microphone a bit more central on the bar this time. So do we both sound quite clear? And does my voice sound better than Wednesday?
It sounds better from this side of the bar.
Does it sound better than Wednesday?
Yes.
When I sounded like I smoked about 100 cigarettes in a row?
Yeah.
It's finally staying where she is now.
She's fallen asleep.
Cool.
Excellent.
Well, that's fantastic. That means we get at least 2.5 hours before she decides, no! Or an hour and a half before I get a call from my sister saying, can we have the dog?
Yeah.
Okay. Would Dave like to pop the cork? And do remember, Dave, based on the bar rules, you're not allowed to open it into the fucking ceramic heater.
What's that? Open it straight at the...
I mean, if you've got 250 quid and a 3-week wait, yeah, you can do it. Dave sounds nasally as usual. Good. That's... Ooh. Bit wet. Cracked.
Is that synthetic?
Is it? Oh, it might be.
Or is that...
Yeah, Phil.
It might be cork, but it...
Oh, it is. It is. It's
it
just
came
really...
out really easily.
It's really...
synthetic.
It's really new.
Yeah. It felt a bit like...
Yeah, no, that is real, because you can tell from this side. It's real, but it's really untouched. Ooh. Very interesting. Oh, yes, of course.
So I'll pass it over for some nosing.
Smells like whiskey. Can't really tell from the nose. It's just too, it's too narrow.
Yeah.
But that's a Glenmorangie thing. They've made the bottle shorter and wider, which is happy times for me because it fits in my cabinet better. But then I got a bar and realised, actually, that's not relevant. And now I have all my Morangies on one shelf behind my bar. And you'll see that if you go to our Instagram or on my Discord server. In the bar, I put a picture, a video even, which is on Instagram as well. Confirming the setup for today. Because this is how we are doing streams at the moment, where I am basically like a customer, but with the laptop and all the other stuff around me, while Dave is leaning up next to a ceramic heater, getting nice and, well, I say toasty-ish.
It's not as cold up here as it was the other night.
The other night was weird,
Yeah,
because the
it's
temperature
a real
drop was...
wasn't it?
Yeah. It smells very sweet, but it's...
Sweet and nutty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going.
So I should probably pull up a picture. This is the whiskey. You'll notice they're going to be staggered slightly. Now, so I can fit the tasting notes in the same image without the bottle vanishing.
Ooh, smooth.
Yes, well, it's also because they came from the Glenmorangie website. They do it in square form. So it's easier for me to do it. So staggering the bottle to the side gives me space to go with it.
Okay.
Really? All right. Yeah, I think it smells nice. I remember vaguely the Palo Cortado, Glenmorangie 12, smelling a bit quite nice as well, actually. It was the palate that really kind of made it not as good as it could have been. If that makes sense. I don't know if it does.
I suppose a bit like the Dalmore, because that smelled quite all right. And then you put it in the palate and it was like, where's anything gone?
Portwood, be more specific,
yes.
Because there are there's a few Dalmores that are quite nice, and I'm hoping the others are too. Although it's not a bad whiskey, it's just very mild. So mild, I don't know if my tongue could even recognise or register a flavour, which is disappointing. Please don't. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pull up tasting notes. On the note, it says colour, bright amber. That's quite important for my whiskey book because my new one has...
you've got a colour section, haven't you?
in the new book, but these are going in the old book, which is annoying. Because the only one that was meant to go in the new book that isn't...
It's the
Tale of Tokyo. The nose says, rose, carnation, jasmine and thyme with a fragrant candle wax and hints of cashew nuts. A splash of water releases Amontillado's classic dried fruit notes, followed by peaches in syrup. I don't agree with water because the ABV on this
41
is
42.
46.
Oh, 46. Okay,
It's 40. Of course it is 46. But still, I wouldn't do it anyway. It's a single. So if we're doing doubles, I might argue you could justify it because there's enough substance there to add a drop. This is a single. You really shouldn't do that.
Well, I mean, we could go full drop and pipette it, but yeah, that's effort.
You have to taste it first to find out. Should we taste it?
I got nut. I said
I got the fruit.
There was cashew.
We
said sweet, which is kind of
dried fruit. So
yeah.
Let's have a taste.
Jasmine
Cheers.
smells relatively sweet.
Ooh, I like that actually. It's quite nice. Almost honey. I like that. That's better than the Palo Cortado. Amontillado, isn't that a rarer sherry cask?
Yes, because that's the one that they get from doing other things to other sherry casks.
The only thing about Amontillado is the Poe story.
Yeah,
That's all I know.
It's like the accidental barrel type thing. It's not one they intended initially to do.
Which one's the Pedro Jimenez ones? Is that Oloroso or is that? Did I hear that?
Type of that's a specific brand of sherry.
Okay, because I know that gets mentioned as sometimes being rare as well, and I get confused.
Yeah, that's it. That's.
To be fair, I'd never heard of Palo Cortado before. I'd heard of Amontillado because of Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah. Never anything else.
Yeah. Pedro Jimenez is like Jose Cuervo or something. It's a type of something.
The finish is quite long.
Yeah, there's a bit of warmth, not spice warmth, but
no, it's more of just a presence of warmth. I quite like it. It's quite nice.
It's smooth.
Yeah, I think it's better than the. Yeah, it's quite. Just to be clear, also these small single cast batch releases are quite pricey. So they are, because you can't get samples of them. They are that bottle where you do have to risk it. Which is where I found that so far 2 of them aren't as good as they could be or should be, or they feel a bit more experimental and incomplete. Tail of the Forest also, we know it's better with water, which I don't like doing.
I think how you'd explain that on stream, but if you do that,
lip smacking sounds.
It dries. It's a little bit salty, drying.
The Palo Cortado perhaps might have benefited from being in the casks a bit longer.
Maybe.
Either that or it's not an ideal sherry cask for finish. I don't know if anyone else does that one. I've never heard it. I normally hear Oloroso or Pedro Jimenez.
Yeah.
Rarely see Amontillado. I've seen it once or twice since. But not many. Right, so on the palate, it says, a soft and mouth-coating texture is wonderfully balanced by effervescent and spicy notes. Clove and ginger find harmony with the Glenmorangie signature citrus taste of orange sherbet, lemon balsam, and eucalyptus oil, with undertones of walnut oil and leather. No honey at all.
The finish, or salty dryness.
Slow and lingering, with notes of honey and aniseed. I got it right.
Honey, aniseed. Okay.
Maybe, but it's definitely a slow finish. It's long, present. It's there. Yeah. It's not a bad whiskey, actually. I quite like this. I'm actually happy I've got this one.
Yeah. So mouthfeel is pretty decent. Although it does dry out if you hold it a bit too long.
I will admit though, starting at 46%, are we gonna get any? No. I have a feeling Glenmorangie is one of those distilleries that sticks everything at the same percent, like Boonhaven do it. On the back.
Let's have a look. Oh no, 43.
Thank fuck for that.
Bit of variety.
Well, to be fair, I think the 18's only 40 because the 10.
It's on the back as well, isn't it? It's going to be.
Let's find out. I'm going to look at the back of the 10-year-old box. 40, yeah.
So your equivalent to mine is 43.
Yep. Oh my god, you are so clumsy. Dave is about to break a shelf because he's a boomer.
46.
If anyone has any questions about this whiskey, do let us know because we are genuinely interested to have your input and we want to be a bit more interactive with you guys when we talk.
43.
Very well. Okay, that's good to know.
Two varieties of...
Don't push it right flush against the wall, okay? It causes damp issues.
Well, we come back into...
Yeah, I know. It's just more of a... Yeah. So you know when you put it back. Yeah. Yes, if anyone has any questions, do ask because we'd love to, boomer our way through this even better, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Has anyone here had Glenmorangie before?
Actually,
a fairly accessible whiskey over, certainly in the UK. We don't know obviously where most of you are based, but has anyone actually had Glenmorangie of any form before? What did you think of it? Would you go back to it?
I get so many people. I've seen too many people of late say it's overrated. I'm still a bit annoyed about the guy that said on one guy's channel he said that Glenmorangie was, if you have the signet, it's that one you can show off.
Yeah.
Like my 18, the box is just like, I've got a few whiskeys. You can just be like, I'm pulling this out for the evening.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have a fun time, like pulling out that. But then you have in another video, someone said that the signet and the blue label Johnny Walker were overrated, and I'm like, bitch, what? I've never had the signet, but I've not encountered like a genuinely crap Morangie.
No.
Just somewhere a bit difficult. That's all.
Yeah, because we had to put water with it, but once we did, the Tail of the Forest, which we were initially struggling with, was actually quite nice.
So on that first Glenmorangie stream, we try it right at the end.
Yeah.
But we don't do the water until we go off air. And we did it, and we were like, we need to go back online and tell people this. Because we were so annoyed that we found out that it worked.
Yeah.
12 seconds, Dave.
Oh, yes.
You ready?
We must do the fabled...
Yes, 1 second for every year of its maturation. Ready? All right, it's counting for you now. I'm going to check to see if my chat is active or if we have just gone offline or something. Who knows? It's a mystery. Oh, no, we have some viewers. That's awesome. Hello, viewers. Do let us know what's going on. How you doing? What's the haps? Oh, you...
If you hold it on the tongue... I stopped about 13.
Okay, cool.
If you hold it on the tongue, you do get a little bit more of that kind of spiciness.
Yeah.
It could be like the ginger coming through. It does actually give it a little bit more. I'm not getting most of the other flavours, though.
I like it. It's quite nice.
Oh, yeah, it's certainly pleasant.
Do you think it's better than the La Santa, even though you haven't had that in a while?
I do have a soft spot for the Santa.
I think you do because of the name.
Well, no, because the Santa doesn't mean anything to me. It's just...
I mean, it's like when someone says Quinta Ruben, some people just think that sounds cool. It's not like the original, which is used by so many other whiskies. Loch Lomond, no, not Loch Lomond. There are some others that use the original. It's just that's what they do.
Yeah.
Hello, Elwood. Hope you're well. Seems arbitrary. I mean, you could argue all of it is. You could argue it's derivative, asinine, trivial. But you being involved is all that matters, Michael. I've always liked Glenmorangie. Nectar is my favourite. Ah, hang on.
Hi, Diana.
M. No, it's M.
Oh.
M, are you the one that sent me the nectar? I think you are. I think M's the one that sent me the nectar.
Well, in which case, thank you very much.
I'm pretty sure you are, because I've got the gift card in my office that came with it.
He's pointing an office you guys can't see.
They don't need to know. To be fair, me just saying is no. I'm just doing it for myself, if anything. Now you're being pedantic. You're doing it again. It was UM. Ah, fantastic. Well, we were getting to that in about 4 whiskies time.
So,
yeah.
Maybe an hour
and a half, yeah. About an hour and a half. Because it's going to be a while, because we want to talk about all this. And yeah. Did you want to try a drop of water and see what's what?
I mean, yes and no. No, because it's quite nice anyway. But I feel like at this point we might unfortunately have to, purely because we've now discovered that a Glenmorangie gets better with water.
I don't like the idea of doing it with like the original, because I think that would be wrong. But this one is a pricey one, but at the same time it's only the one glass.
Yeah.
Go on then. Doing this today as it's my only day off. Well, I'm glad then. Are you doing a drop with a pipette or not?
I could, yeah.
You know where it is?
Do you want to just hold on to that?
Yes, of course.
We have a very helpfully shaped water jug that does not have a flat bottom.
They make the rocking world go round. Ooh. Dave's getting the water. He's being a scientist. 1. I'm getting 2 drops, am I?
Apparently not, because I don't want to come out.
It's all right, I did it for you. Just let go. Oh, don't do that. Jeez.
No, I'd let go. Literally, my thumb is nowhere on it.
All right. You ready to put this back? Oh, jeez, hear that rain?
Yeah.
If anyone can hear the rain, my roof is taking a pounding right now. Help me. Hello. Pour me a drink. Leona, we're going to need to see some ID. Can you put that on the wood instead, please? Yeah. I feel a bit uncomfortable with it on there. Thank you.
Yes. Please show ID. Please prepare to be frisked. And we may drown while we're here. If we do, we will go down with the ship.
Bitch, my roof is safe. Oh, hang on. Is that not a bit more fruity on the flavour now? Like more potent?
Yes.
I want to smash something, but there's too many nice things. None of my guitars are on here, but I don't want to break anything. I've got everything how Actually, I'm not going to lean there anymore because I don't like that being right behind me. Can you put a coaster down, please? There's one, a ceramic one, tile one there. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Don't mind us, we're just rearranging candles.
Yeah, it makes sense because I'm right here. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Promises. What, to ID you?
I think she probably
Let me grab my Morangi. I still have some left, and I'll have a glass with you two. Oh, well, that's... For those who don't know, Leona in the chat has the nectar... Oh, moist. And, yeah, she's quite happy with it.
What you'll also notice is that she will also be quite happy with it after about one glass.
Yeah, I'll take the mod power away, don't worry. No, I really like that. That's really opened up. And I don't like that 1 drop of water or 2 drops does that. But at the same time, I'll admit, we can't just go through things just enjoying it for the base flavours that we can only just get some through. Sometimes you have to unlock it. Although I will admit, I've still never done that with any of the Diageo special releases.
No.
I just drink them and think, they're banging me.
Yeah, I don't think we would want to water down.
I also don't want... Yeah, well, Singleton as well. I don't want to do it with the English, to be honest.
No.
Because that's just so expensive. 1 glass of that is quite pricey.
Yes.
I'm not doing it with that, no. No, you're going to work it out for yourself.
Yeah.
It's God tier, get used to it. But yes, Leona has a Morangie. In fact, she had the Nectar before Dave did and before I did. Although I had the newer version called the Nectar, not Nectar d'Or. Just to be clear here. They're apparently not the same because of the finishes. 5 wine cask or something silly, which is not the Nectar d'Or, which is Sauterne.
Yes, I think each shot of your English
Yellow Swagtham
is probably about 18 quid.
Yeah, a bit pricey, isn't it? I would obviously mark up that at least 2 to 3 times because that's what you do. That's a really good shot as well. Well, obviously it wasn't a single, but it was nice. For those who don't know, so the finish on this, I agree, slow, it lingers. Hello, Ola, hope you're well. I'm just sitting here enjoying my Pringles and lemonade. I did like Pringles back in the day, and I did like lemonade as well back in the day. My dad likes lemonade with some whiskies as well. I think he had a glass of the Singleton with it, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Singleton Diageo special release 14-year-old. He had that with lemonade, and
I think we allowed him on that because we didn't think he'd cope with it on its own.
He did try it on his own initially, and he said, that's strong. Because I remember he had a glass that the Bushmills 21, and then he had, he went and I said to him, sip it first, and he did, and he was like, nah, it's strong. And it's intense.
Then we allowed him the lemonade.
We had like the Oban in old fashioned. I was like, that should have been with lemonade because it's a rum cask. That made more sense.
The 11.
The Oban Diageo, I gave it to him because I didn't want it. I said to you I was going to give it to him.
I think, no, we used my sample, didn't we?
We used yours and I gave my dad. I think all my Lagavulin got used on steak. So my samples all got used up.
Yes, we did, because I read in my book the other day that we could see how it went on steak.
Yeah, it was good. I've upgraded my Steam Deck with a 4 terabyte. Oh, really? Nice. 4 terabyte. That's pretty cool. Very jealous.
How easy was that upgrade to do? Because Meg has a Steam Deck.
That's the NVMe. So that's the actual.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that myself. I just go with the micro SD card.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not different doing one in a laptop.
I'm sure, but I don't want to do it. I'm not avoiding a warranty.
No,
Excited we went out today. Oh, I'm glad you went out. Here it's miserable.
Yeah, it's a bit dull.
I cleaned a bakery, but they didn't leave the keys for me to do upstairs, so I took 8 donuts from them as punishment and gave it to a homeless guy as my way of punishing the bakery. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Okay. Out of 10, how would you rate that, David?
Initially, I would say about 6.5, but pushing maybe a 7.5 with the water.
Which is appropriate because 7.5, if you put a pound sign on that, is how much the bottle cost. Now it's about 78 because they've had to up the price with the tax that's going up. So I'm glad I got it when I did, and I'm glad I have it because I think it's definitely more of a sipping whiskey than a drinking whiskey. I think that's the one you sit there and you just sort of enjoy with. You don't just you can use it as a mixer if you like, but 75 quid, that's an expensive mixer, really.
Yeah.
I don't really if I think of mixers, I don't think of that. I think maybe the 10. But I wouldn't. I would have gone with the Lasanta if it was its old price, not the current one that's marginally cheaper than the Quinta Ruben.
Yeah.
At that point, just buy the Quinta Ruben.
Yeah, some of them have changed to some very interesting prices, haven't they?
Yeah. I agree with you. Actually, I pushed 7.5 on that, and I think we should move on. We've watered up. For those who don't know, you clean your palate. Moving on to the next one. It is this. This is brand new, actually. This is Glenmorangie. Can I read the thing for a second? Glenmorangie Barrel Select Release, 12-year-old, Calvados finish. Now, I have a little experience with Calvados. This was bottled in August 2023, so around the time I was on a boat.
Nice.
It says it right there.
Time of my
I wonder if the other one has that. It does. They have bottle date on the side. What does it say? When was the Amontillado
So
bottled,
the
Dave?
Amontillado was bottled in August 22.
Oh, a year earlier. Oh no, that's cool. What about the Palo Cortado's got one as well? Palo Cortado has it as well.
It does indeed, and that was... You'll never guess.
2021?
No,
2022?
August 22.
Oh, really? Damn, they were busy. Pumping out these... I'll put that there.
So apparently August is quite a good time for a Glenmorangie release.
Okay, good to know. This is basically aged for 10 years in bourbon casks and the last 2 years in Calvados casks. Does Dave have much experience with Calvados?
No.
I do. I have a story.
Ooh.
In my first
Settle
year...
down, folks.
Before
Story time with Meg.
It's a short one. In my first year of university, with a person that I actually met Dave through, sucks to be him, I guess, to an extent, first of all, for being my friend and for also being his friend. When I met this guy, we'll call him Snailer McSnaileyface. I met him and another guy through a girl that Dave also used to date. Smash. And I met up with them through her, and they liked me. And I was like, I have housemates. I never felt liked before, so it was kind of strange. And so a couple. No, we went to Nando's once, the same one we go to actually.
Yeah.
Went there once. That was a mistake because I didn't order the right food. Put peri sauce in pilau rice. That was a big mistake. Had a laugh with them. They were great fun. And one day, because he lived in the same area, Constable Terrace, as I did, he came over to mine near midnight with a bottle of Calvados. And we sat in the kitchen. I didn't drink spirits back then, and this was mixed with Coke. But there he is pouring me shots of Calvados. Bottle was gone. Had about 7 or 8 glasses of Calvados. Still not a fan, really, but I'll drink if it's put in front of me. And he was hammered, still talking about some philosophy. Like he goes.
Well, he did do philosophy, so
he went. He used to go really deep in conversation, and me being who I was then, I'd sit there and like shut off, and just nod and emotionally zone out because I couldn't do that then. I still really can't, to be fair. And so I have a hello, Matt. Hello, Socky. Hope you're well. What day is it? It's Saturday.
Stoker Whiskey Day.
Did someone give the octopod some jellied eels? I've never been to London to eat that. And so the Snailer McSnaileyface, he plied me with some, what was quite expensive Calvados. By that standard, it was like 60, 70 quid. I said, okay, maybe not expensive Calvados. An expensive spirit put in front of me. Let's go with that to be more, because I know Dave's pedantic enough to try and correct that. And yeah, you are, don't deny it.
I don't know what Calvados costs.
No, but if you did know, you would have corrected me. So, yeah, I have a little experience, but that was in early 2007. I'd say April, May, so yeah, still fairly early. I didn't know much about it, and I haven't had it since, but I do remember this housemate, Snailer McSnaileyface, he used to get it along with some crap gins, and that was just his go-to because it was easy for him to get drunk. Although I will admit, he had a reasonable tolerance for his age. It was nigh impossible to get him drunk on his 21st. It was nigh impossible. But it was hard. He made it difficult.
Yeah.
He a bitch. So this, I saw it in passing in January of this year, this Calvados finish. When I was sorting out my January treats and writing my list and checking it twice to see if I'd been nice or nice and nice and nice and nice to myself nice. Before I come to Norwich, I saw this and I waited until I got paid on the 24th of January to order it. And it's the last thing I bought as a bottle of whiskey because I've not bought anything since. I'm not going to for a while. There are some things that have tempted me, but I'm not because I can't justify it. I went for it because, first of all, I've never had a Calvados finished whiskey. I should clarify, Glenmorangie are not the first to do it. I found a few distilleries that have done it before. Deanston, I believe, is one of them. And I think they were the first to do tequila. I think they were the first one to do it or release it. Tequila cask, which I don't know if it's any good. We had it in the Lagavulin and I couldn't tell if it was there. I just noticed a really good Isla that was 4 years too young.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Calvados finish fascinates me because when I think Calvados, I think apples. So I'm kind of intrigued to see if that's what we get.
I don't know because I don't believe I've ever had Calvados. So
I'm intrigued then. This should be fun. And yes, Norwich. Hello, Judas. Hope you're well.
Norwich.
Sorry. Carry on. Moist.
That you
Oh.
heard, but we tried to give you some ASMR on the stream.
Yes, we're trying. Oh. Dave's
Trying
failing.
to make it do something, but it's just not wanting to.
Oh.
Back
Dave wants to pop it and make it
re-moist.
sound good.
Yeah, I don't think it was going to make a noise at all. There we go. We got something out of it.
Two for the price of
It
one.
felt like it was just literally a slide straight out. It did
Yeah,
not feel very
they-
tight in there at all.
Their corks are tight, but not too tight. They seem to know how to do their corks. Oh. Almost a perfect pour there, Dave.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost a
Hello,
100
Elena.
watts.
Hope you're well. We're on our second whiskey for those who are curious. If anyone wants to watch the first Glenmorangie stream we did, please do check it out. It's in the pinned comment. Oh, pinned in the chat anyway.
We have whiskey in glass.
Okay. We're using the official not worth cork glasses sent to us by Ragamuffin because that's what you want. A non-nosing glass for a nosing glass really stream.
Yeah, and one of us is wearing official uniform.
Because Meg can't fit into his. He's far too slim.
Yeah, Meg's one fits both Meg and I, probably at least twice.
So a few children as well
Yeah.
can fit into it after they've had a steak dinner.
Chonky, plumpy.
Dumpy, idiot, dopey, the usual. Yes. Anyway,
At some point we'll switch between naming
heading
dogs and
home
naming
after
children.
avoiding some hail. Oh, congratulations. We're hiding in a wooden cabin with rain outside. That's on off. Would Dave like to have a sniff and tell me what he thinks?
I said no. It's going to be a really pointless stream, isn't it?
I've never known you to say no to a glass of whiskey.
I'm pretty sure if you went, here's some Johnny Walker Platinum, I might be like, nah, I'm right.
You wouldn't know, though. If I put a glass of whiskey in front of you, you've never said no. Hell, you had a Glenfiddich the other day. You
Yeah.
didn't even know what it was until I told you.
Yeah, it's true.
And you liked it, which made me happy.
And it wasn't a 12 though.
I reckon I can baffle you with that and make you drink it. I reckon I can. Challenge accepted. Another day, perhaps. I'll get the tasting notes up for those who are interested. There they are. So
I am
the colour,
getting something, but I'm trying to think what it
the
is.
colour
I
is
can't
bright
place it.
gold. I agree. Well, you need the bottle, David. That's not enough to.
Well,
I think there's a golden sort of like layer to that. The nose, fragrant at full strength, with notes of baked apples, pears, vanilla, almond, and slightly waxy notes. With water, some fragrant floral notes emerge like narcissus, jasmine, and heather honey. Finally, the aroma of baking sweet pastries is found. Now, I'll tell you what, Glenmorangie have niced us on this. Latency on YouTube sucks. It does suck, sucky. It does sucky, long time sucky. I like their tasting notes because they go really thorough on them.
Yeah.
And I like that because Master Malt do us. I mean, we're using them for your cab
Yeah.
which
Good chat to Master Malt.
yes, the
normally
good
do
chaps
as
Master Malt. They do good notes, but Glenmorangie with their whiskies do it properly. Now there was a full screen image I was going to use, but I wanted to use the bottles as well because it just looks cool with my wall. Although the wood does look expanding a little bit. I'll have to repaint it at some point. I need to repaint it anyway because you're
Carry
damaged.
on.
Anyway,
I only nearly set the
shall
cabin
we
on
have a
fire.
little taste?
I'm still trying to get much on the smell.
You can add a drop of water if you want to be a pussy.
Well, maybe once I've had a taste.
Cheers.
Not really picking out much on the nose, so it's be interesting.
I like that. It's quite nice.
Yeah. That's going down quite nice.
It is, isn't it? It actually works. I feel like the thing with the Glenmorangie is these
Another
are
relatively long finish.
it is, yeah. What I'm noticing is with theirs, these surely were originally like experimentals.
Yeah.
And then they've just gone, this works.
This works. Let's sell it.
Let's sell it, yeah. I mean, they're fairly limited edition in their own right. They're not, well, fully limited edition, but the batch itself is.
Yeah.
Because there's only a limited amount of it. They only sell them, they've sold them first primarily through their website.
Yeah.
Or their app. If you have the Glenmorangie app on your phone, which I do. Can't imagine why. Deep Throat the Bottle. Michael, you don't have enough money to donate to us to make us do that. But you can certainly try if you like. Sounds delicious. It is. The taste, this is quite lengthy as well.
I can see.
The mouthfeel is oily and spicy at the same time and leads into a burst of rich, sweet flavours. baked pears, toffee, apple, almond, marzipan, and chocolate praline are found along with some lemon balsam, eucalyptus with a touch of charcoal. The finish, long, lingering, and almost slightly cooling in nature, and that is very accurate.
Yeah, it's I think counteracting the first one in that sense.
Yeah. It's nice. Malice sake. No, I think this is slightly pricey and delicious. Yeah, I like this. So far, this is the second one we've done. Same price, and I think it's fantastic. In fact, the 3 of them, although technically argue 4 of them, cost the same. It's just that it depends where you get the 4th one from, which we'll get to soon.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm getting like the apple, the sort of the white. I said white fruit, but like the apple pear kind of.
Yeah, I get you. You know,
fruit
the inside of the
yeah.
fruit's white, isn't it?
Rather than being like a berry or something. That's very pleasant. It's
surprising,
a little
isn't
bit
it?
summery, I would say. It's kind of fresh, summery sort of whiskey.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. It's always a drop left behind.
No man left behind.
Can't be suffering that. For those who don't know what I just did, the jigger usually, when you've poured your glasses, a couple drops usually collects at the bottom of the jigger. I put it into Dave's glass because, of course, he needs more alcohol in his system. It's very nice. This is another one of those ones where I'm glad I have it because I know I can enjoy it. To be fair, I think I can enjoy all of them. And I'm just realised, I'm looking at this thinking the one I'm not overly fond of the most has been consumed the most. Palo Cortado.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd replace that, to be honest, though. Maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe my palate needs a year to work itself out. But I don't really want to do 7 glasses of Glenmorangie this evening. We'll see. How much to deep throat the bottle? Ask because I'm feeling, well, Mr. Sunshine and Rainbows. Mr. Sunshine is a fantastic TV show with a legend called Matt Perry. It went for 1 season, 13 episodes.
And don't forget the legendary Alison Janney.
I forgot because I thought Matt Perry.
Also supported by James Leger, Nate Caldery.
Go look it up. It's a good show. I have all 13 episodes on an external hard drive still. And I Go On as well.
Yes, once you look that up and enjoy, watch Go On, which is also very good, with also Matthew Perry.
And Lauren Benanti.
Yes.
Who I think Dave had a bit of a crush on. Does Dave want to do the 12-second rule?
I was going to say, do you want to do it this time since I did it last time?
No, I want to do it for the cat ball.
Okay. I mean, I want to do it for the cat ball as well, to be fair.
That's fair.
Pre-warning, there may be 15 seconds of silence later.
Thank you, Socky, for the donation. I don't know why it hasn't popped online.
Hello, donation. Very
kind.
Yes,
we have a donation.
Kind.
I don't know why it didn't pop. Unfortunately,
is it enough to deep throat a bottle?
No.
Okay, fair enough. That's all we need to know.
It covers the glass you've got. All right, I'll pull up the clock and we'll both do it. Ready?
Okay. Right, here we go.
Oh, spicy.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's Calvados.
Yes. I'll take your word for that because I don't know, but yeah, that's different.
There's a bit of charcoal in that as well.
If you let that linger, you get a lot more from that.
The next question, dark rums when? I like rum, and I think one day we will do a rum stream.
I believe it is on the list.
Or non-whiskey stream.
Non-whiskey, but I think we probably end up doing, well...
We could do a rum stream on its own, but I've only got Kraken and Grog.
I have Puss's Navy Rum and...
Oh, no, I've got lambs as well. I've got lambs.
You have lambs. I may have something else.
I've got the Christmas pudding rum.
If not, Dad's got a dark rum of some form. Dad's got the Mount Gay Barbados rum.
Friend of the family's bag of swag is still in the... So you might have a bottle of rum in there.
Yes.
Twin Falls or something.
Yeah.
My sister loved Dead Man's Fingers. You probably nab some off her.
Oh, I've got some of that as well, including the mango one. I need to try this one.
Genuinely bad as well.
That's fine. We need a bad one. We can have a bad one.
But we need a standard chip one, so we get I have to get a little thing Bacardi.
That's probably what my dad's got. If not, I've certainly got the Mount Gay Barbados one.
Oh, we'll have to bring some sleeping bags in here for that.
Well, if we do it in the summer, it'll be warm enough.
Yeah, well, yes.
A couple of air beds, yeah.
But one time I will sleep without an antidepressant in my system. Assessment of this whiskey after the 12 seconds, David?
It certainly adds a lot more when you hold it in your mouth. The fact you get that extra level of spice, it's warmer than it is when you just do a sip.
Devil's Finger I've heard of. I've not heard of that. I've heard of some other ones like one that's shaped like a gargoyle's head. You know, those.
Oh,
It's not a rum. It's a different spirit drink. It's delicious though. You know
there's
what I
that
mean?
Crystal Head vodka as well, isn't there?
Oh, that's no. I'm not doing vodka.
No.
I might do an AU vodka stream, but nothing else. I've got a Sidemen bottle. It's quite all right, but it's just bland. It's vodka. Anyway, we'll out of 10 so far. Would you rate this higher than the Amontillado or not?
Sorry, I've just been distracted looking at rum. Honey spiced Pirate's Cork.
Yes, that's on my list.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would say higher.
Yeah,
I think.
the Alchemist rum looks all right as well. Pineapple.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I rate this higher. It didn't cost much more. I think it cost the same just before the prices went up, actually, of £75.
Okay.
Will the rum stream be called Not Worth a Cork Ahoy? Yes. No, sorry, Not Worth Ahoy.
It will be called Why is the cork gone?
Where's all the cork gone?
Turkey McMuffin and apples. I mean,
blasphemy.
I suppose it's food, Leona, but
No, it's just reconstituted feces.
well, yeah.
Anyway,
yeah,
I would rate this as an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's above, isn't it? I think we haven't had to put any water in it.
Yes, but also, I know I'm lucky while doing a good citizen and taking my recycling in. Do you? And Crystal Head is way too good, like a vodka version of Penderyn. Sure.
Hang on, but isn't the vodka version of Penderyn the Penderyn vodka?
I don't know. I never had it.
Nor have I, but there is a Penderyn vodka, so I'm assuming it's the Penderyn version of vodka.
Like Tobermory with their gins.
Has anyone had the Penderyn vodka? Maybe you can let us know.
It does well as a sip. It does well as a down the middle drink. It does well like holding it. It stacks nicely. It doesn't. It's quite complicated. I do think water would unlock it a little bit, but I don't want to. Not with this. I don't. I want to subject it to one little test before we move on. But
that will
we'll
be
give
the traditional.
Yes, of course. YOLO swag fan and all that. I need to get a sign for that.
Yeah,
A buzzer button. YOLO like Leroy Jenkins.
Oh yeah,
style.
we should get a buzzer and an audio clip.
Get the guy who did Leroy Jenkins to do YOLO swag fam instead.
Okay, press 1 in the chat if you'd like us to have an audio buzzer for
let's
Leroy Jenkins, but YOLO swag fam.
Swag fam. Get the guy who did Leroy Jenkins to actually do that.
And press 2 if you want us to do that, and you know the guy that did Leroy Jenkins.
That's not going to happen. It's not gonna
You watch,
happen.
2 people are going to press 2 now. We're going to be like, shit, we have to actually investigate.
You don't realise how the internet works. They're going to press any other button now because they don't like you.
Probably.
You don't deny either. Well, it's true. We don't deny anything. And obviously, Leona won't deny it either. Diplomatic ambassador selection, excellent, absolutely. Diplomatico ambassador selection. Oh, I like that.
I've heard of Diplomatico.
Yeah. And I know better with you. Yes, you should with Saki. Saki is well known at this point. Dave doesn't know Saki that well, so I should probably tell Dave a bit about Saki briefly.
Okay.
Troll.
Fair enough.
Very funny one, and I've known him for years. He's lovely. But troll.
Does he live under a bridge, or...?
No, St Albans, even worse.
So it's like one run up from the ladder from Slough.
I
but...
actually don't really know. It might be that. I don't know. I'm going to YOLO swag fan, by the way.
Okay. Fair
Cheers.
enough. Hit the buzzer.
That's really good. It's lovely. Very cooling. It's delicious.
There is something right at the back. There's like a... I want to say aniseed. I can't remember if that was one of the tastes, but...
Have a look.
I don't think that might have been the previous one supposed to be in, but...
No, previous one, mate. Eucalyptus, maybe, but a little bit of ginger mentioned in the previous one, I believe. But no, nothing here for that. This is more of a soft flavour profile. A very welcoming flavour profile, I might add. I think it's delicious.
Dare we say there may be some whelm?
Yeah, it's not... Neither so far have lacked in whelm. They've not been underwhelming. They're above whelm. They're not overwhelm, of course, because we don't like overwhelm here. We like medium whelm.
Maybe medium rare whelm.
Some people like it blue whelm. But we're not doing Johnny Walker today. But yeah, no, I think that's fantastic. I think it's a very nice entry to this. And also it's a good whiskey to start. Yeah, we're going with two we haven't had because the next one we have had because we're going to go to yours next. Oh no, is it mine next or yours? No, I'll check the images. I'll know for certain then.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't remember the order I did them in. We'll find out. Palate cleansed. Okay. For the stream where Meg says, obviously, I'm sorry, I can't do that, Dave.
What? Is that something I need to read, or is you?
No. That's as Socky waiting for you for something to finally happen. But I have to say to you, no, I can't do that.
Okay.
Checking the heater, it's all good. Okay. Well, next on the list is David's Cadboll Estate. Now, this is a whiskey of well, it's a January treat, but Dave can talk about it
because what we need to compliment this, other than the fact it has famous grouse in it.
You realize you just said that you haven't told them what you've done.
So basically,
for Christmas,
this was my January treat from Meg last year for assisting him with modding and doing bits of streaming and stuff like that. So this is the Glenmorangie Cadboll. 15-year aged. It's a single batch.
I should just, before Dave continues, other mods are supposed to receive treats, but one of them lives in America, and getting stuff sent to her is an absolute ball ache. Continue.
She won't bother coming here. We can't, take her to Nando's.
That's not true.
So yes, it is very good. It even has limited edition stamped on it. We very much enjoyed when we tried it, and we put it up against Meg's Night on Earth, which was one of his January treats, and we both felt they worked very well together because they both had a very biscuity quality, shall we say.
Mine was more shortbread, yours is more cookies and cream.
Yes, but I don't have any cookies and cream, so what I have done is pulled out the famous grouse shortbread that I was bought as a Christmas present, in case we feel the need to dip a biscuit this evening.
I like that for Christmas last year. You got given a famous grouse set of biscuits and stuff, even though you don't really drink standard grouse.
Now, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was pedantic enough to get it right. He was given all this whiskey stuff. I was given an IPA, a lager, and a pint glass. I'm like, I don't drink beer, but thank you for the gift. It's lovely. Thank you. Bitch, you got biscuits.
I got biscuits. I got
condoms,
toffee,
Johnny's.
I got
lube,
fudge, and I did have fudge. I have truffle bar.
Oh God, no!
that worries me because that might have liquid actual.
No,
yes,
that will. That's gonna be bad. That would actually be legitimately bad.
I have to wait till I'm actually hammered for that.
I've had the teachers' ones of those. They're from Poundland. Remember those?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so bad. They put me off liqueur sweets so much.
Yeah, so I have put them behind the bar first to have as bar snack, but I pulled out the shortbread just in case we feel the need to.
We do intend to do
compliment.
That they're a biscuit for dipping that be.
Idea, dipping biscuit stream.
Well, the liqueur stream is going to feature the other chocolates I've got behind there, including my Hotel Chocolat whiskey chocolates.
True.
So we have a stream planned where these liqueurs and other things like my class fudge, it's an AU vodka flask.
I just saw it. I was like, what is that?
Carlton flask. Anyway, can you stop being a tart and let people know about Dave? Because I know nothing about him other than he lives in a council estate. Dave lives in a owned flat on a council estate. He's a manager of a Stringfellows. He and I have been friends since 2012, and we like to partake in gay loving on a semi-infrequent basis, although this month has been quite heavy in action. And next month we'll at least get some more at a Dragon Force gig where we will do it in public in front of the singer of Amaranth, and hopefully she'll appreciate it and give us a thumbs up our bums. Now, the next whiskey on the stream is, as Dave has said, the Glenmorangie Cadboll Estate Batch Number 2 American Oak Bourbon Cask 15-year-old. It's called the Cadboll Estate because the grain comes from, I believe, the Cadboll Estate.
It literally comes from one single estate, yes.
Called Cadboll.
Cadboll Estate Barley. Which
on the side here has distillery. Oh, that's distillery, my mistake. Sorry, I saw the word Shire and thought, it's involved. Anyway, now this is a prelude to an extent because I have the twin to this one, the newer version, which is batch number 3, and it's not the same flavour profile. Now, because Dave forgot the Tale of Tokyo, it was a great idea to compare the two because we're going to do a comparison for Instagram of these two. either as a video with them in their boxes and just sort of like record and talk about them for a minute, upload it to Instagram, or maybe a short on Not Worth the Cork's YouTube channel that Leona can totally put in the chat.
Could be a project. For
Hello, hot, not Snivies. Hope you're well. Hello, Elwood. If I haven't said it to you already. But yes, you two going to get in trouble one day for saying that stuff when it happens. Well, please do. I mean, I got into enough trouble last night with my stream. I'd rather not again. But yeah, we're going to be going through this one. Dave's got tasting notes and stuff, I believe.
Well, they're on the thing
but
as well.
I've got them from Master Malt as well.
Would you like me to read the Cadboliness story?
Read the Cadbol story with nothing else, if that's okay.
So, this is a spirit created from our Cadbol estate barley harvest, grown only in the fields surrounding our Highland home. Yes, this is a Highland whisky, rather interestingly, given the fact that it doesn't really give a flavour profile much of a Highland whisky. Distilled in Scotland's tallest stills, which is another Glenmorangie thing because they have the tallest stills. It delivers a unique creaminess. We aged it in hand-selected American oak bourbon casks to create the second batch release of our single estate whisky. And then it says, on the lands of our estate surrounding our Highland home grows our prized Cadbol barley, carefully harvested, then distilled, to create a deliciously unique spirit, destined for our finest casks. Now, after 15 years of maturation, the second batch of our single estate single malt, that's a lot of singles, crafted at Glenmorangie from field to glass, is ready to share.
We have 19 viewers. How cool is that? Moist.
Right, carrying on.
So this is literally their like homegrown thing. This
It is.
barley from their own,
Now,
basically, estate.
The reason I bought this for Dave is because I've been eyeballing this one for a while myself. And I had to buy it. First of all, one thing I like about our collections is there isn't too much crossover.
No.
Which means if I go to his, I can have something different. He comes to mine, he has something different.
Yeah.
You know, it's just... But also, the Cadbol estate was... First of all, it was another odd number. Because for Glenmorangie, 12, 14, 16... 10, 12, 14 and 18 were their normals.
Yes.
I don't think the Nectar d'Or is a 16, is it?
No, we think we've established it isn't now.
Yeah. No, I thought it was a 12 for the longest time.
I thought it was a 16.
Yeah, so there was never a definitive 16 until recently. And so this, to me, I wanted to get it because it was an odd one. Also, limited edition, which another reason to get for Dave was because it says limited edition and I bought it as a gift. He can't, in good conscience, keep it and not open it.
Yeah.
Because I haven't bought it for him as a gift to collect.
No.
I bought it from him as a gift to open it, but because it says on the bottle,
it does.
Limited edition in a big old round circle.
Every time Dave looks at it and realises it's open, he goes,
it's when he sees less of it in there. On that note, Dave is now going to pop that mother flipping cork. And yes, say cork, not cock.
And because it is in a decent box, it will take a moment to get out of the box because there's like 4 layers of box.
To be fair, all the boxes are very good. They do good boxes.
Yeah, I do.
You might want to take your little plastic bit off first.
I do prefer the old design, not just because it fits in my cabinet.
So that's the only reason I don't. I like the old design, and that's why my 10 is still the old design. Yeah. My original is still in.
Nice embossing on the top of it.
I think that's normal because mine is as well.
Yeah, but these aren't.
Yeah, but this is the old one as well. The old design. My 10-year-old whiskey's the same.
Oh, that came.
Oh, we all did. We all did, Dave. We all did.
That came quickly.
That doesn't surprise me. You often do. Anyway, yes, so we're going to be doing this, even though we... Oh, thanks for being here, Socky, and thank you again for the donation. We really appreciate it. And if you do get a chance, to follow us on our Not Worth the Cork channel. We're going to be posting shorts there. I might post that behind-the-scenes video there as our first upload.
Yeah.
We'll do some reviews as well in the future. Probably won't when Dave's here. Might have to try and... You can give that on your finger, bud. Lick it, buddy. Lick it.
I can lick it.
Lick the bad Dave. He came. Right, anyway. Bleh. Don't forget your top.
Bottle has been topped.
It's been topped, right. Yes, anyway. So I like this design. I will admit, I do like it. But I like it for another reason, because the colour on this it works.
Yeah.
Like, the Quinta Ruben, the La Santa, the colours are nice.
Yeah.
The standard 10 kind of looks shit and old, because the colour is just light orange.
It does, but at least it's different. So you've got the orange, you've then got the deep red, you've got the dark green,
I agree.
You've got the dark blue.
I agree, but the problem is, what sets me off with the standard orange 10 is that version of the orange just looks like an old-fashioned bottle. that's why they kept it, because they've always had that
Yeah, because
colour.
it was the original. Yeah.
Exactly. I think the bolder colour suits them, and the blue on this is like, it's a boy blue colour. It's like a nice, intense royal blue. Yeah? It's a royal blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not quite the deep blue
Yeah, but
of
that's
a
not
Johnny Walker
standard
blue.
No, it's like my
yeah,
Infinita as well. The Infinita's a nice
royal,
dark
but
blue.
with a slight of a dark stripe in the blue.
Yeah, but it's enough that it's very
blue with gold, and it's very
it's
simple. But
beautiful.
Yeah,
And that suits this whiskey, which is also what are you doing? Marvellous. Okay, that makes more sense. Mine's an easy drink, in my opinion. Bit too sweet. Burn is nice and not overwhelming. Well, I'm glad your drink isn't overwhelming, because we don't like to overwhelm our drinks.
The owner.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
well.
she might be sozzled by now.
Yes. Well, if she's still in the first class, she may still have some cognitive function.
No comment. Anyway, smells great. Smells good. I don't remember this from last year that much because it was a while ago, but I do remember it being quite nice. Although I've noticed you don't really drink as much of yours at the moment. You don't get around to it as often because you obviously have you drink other things and you have a life.
Yeah. Life tends to get in the way of me actually drinking. Yeah.
Oh, what a shame! Right? What a shame you're not an alcoholic yet.
Yeah. Yeah, my life is probably actually keeping me from alcoholism.
I have one glass. I'm drinking slow in all caps. So I have one glass. I'm drinking slow.
But are you?
Moist. Now, shall we have a taste of this one? Because we've only been here an hour. We're already on the third one.
Oh, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I know. We've dawdled a bit more. We haven't dawdled as much as usual. Familiar flavour territory. I am, for the chat, going to pull up the tasting notes from the not that, it's the drag cough.
Yeah.
The chaps at Master and Malt. As you can see, I've professionally written in batch 2 by scribbling it myself. Oaky vanilla, fresh hay, and a backing of gentle spice and waxy orange peel on the nose. So I didn't notice the nose immediately because we're using the wrong glasses for this. But vanilla is more pronounced. I don't say oaky, but definitely vanilla.
Yeah.
Fresh hay, backing of gentle spice and waxy orange peel. No, I think this is really sweet.
Yeah.
Got my attention. I like it. It's delicious smelling. And the taste, cereal sweetness with drizzles of... Well, thank you, Snivels, for the donation. Really appreciate that.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't know why I don't get the alerts like any other way. Decent. Yeah. Thank you for that. It was really good of you.
I did not see how much it was, but thank you very much.
It was $1
Any
million
donation?
Zimbabwean.
Can we get some laser beams on the sharks?
Yes, absolutely. Drizzles of caramel, baked apples, warm oak, and baking spices.
I mean,
yeah. It's better than the previous two, but only because this is something. Even though we mentioned the other last stream, we really like Isla whiskies. I'll be honest, we also really like really sweet whiskies as well. So Speyside especially.
This is a Highland. Bizarrely.
Well, Speyside is a unique one because when they were divvying up the regions, Speyside intentionally made it a point to get their barley in from another place.
Yeah.
So they changed the process, and they did it on purpose. That's why Speyside was formed.
Yeah.
Because all Speysides are Highlands, but not all Highlands are Speysides.
Yeah.
That thing's from the bar again, that at the wedding.
Like all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs.
Yes. What are you talking about? Your bollocks. But yes, the same thing. And that applies to this because it's surprisingly a very Speyside quality for a Highland. Highlands I associate with more sharp flavours.
Yeah.
None of these have really done that.
No. They're a bit, I mean...
I think it's because they've taken...
I don't want to say fruity in the negative sense, but for a Highland whiskey...
What he's saying is these drinks are gay.
And that's just a joke. I know, and you know what I mean. Thank you, YouTube. Please monetize. I'm not being a dickhead. All right, don't demonetize us over that. It's just a joke. Bleh.
But yes, no, I'm getting the nice biscuity bakiness.
Well, it's nice to be here. Your voice is getting better. It is, thank you. We are trying to rest as much as I can today. For example, I was shut away for most of the day. I was rehanging pictures in my bedroom to make sure things were a bit more...
Pictures, guitars.
No, it was just pictures. It was just I needed something to do because I had nothing to do. And Dave was busy fraternising with subordinates, so I can't hang out with him because there's reasons. So I did that and didn't speak, so that helps my voice.
Yeah.
Dave, because this is his whiskey, needs to now open his mouth, welcome the Lord into his soul, and swallow like a good little girl in 15 seconds.
And Dave is more than happy to comply.
Oh, you are. Resistance is futile.
Oh, the mouth is ready.
Demonetized. Now open your mouth and put that in there, and don't swallow until I tell you.
Yes, Dave.
But you're going to swallow what I tell you to swallow. Ready? Okay. Right. It's on. Got a bit of time yet. If anyone has any questions about the Amontillado cask, the Calvados cask, or the Cab Bowl Estate, which is not a cask finish, do let us know. We are more than happy to answer them. And go from there. Yeah. Dave is about to jizz himself behind the bar.
That's so smooth.
You don't have to do 15 seconds. You
No.
do 3 seconds, and you really
get a bit more of the spiciness come out of
like
it.
pears.
Yeah, you get more of the fruit come out. It's still very sweet. It's very smooth. It's
The spices
little
build
bit
with
of
the oak
warmer-
lingering on the finish.
Mm.
So it's definitely another one of those. Glenmorangies apparently are not fast finishes. They're quite.
Yeah,
slow.
it's definitely still going.
It's not a bad thing though to be a
No.
slow finish. It's
Well, if it's a good finish, it's not a bad thing. If it was quite a tart finish or something
tealing
like that,
red wine cask.
yeah, it would be quite horrible. But because it's a smooth, it's warming, it's
I know.
flavourful.
There
finish,
is
it
another test Dave
carries on.
does need to conduct with this whiskey.
Dave has left the building. Please leave a message after that. Oh, that one. Oh, okay. Dave
I'm
is
not going
back.
to do it. I'm not going to do it. Dave is going to now open a box of shortbread, and he's going to find out if this is a biscuit for dipping or not. This is now the show is now called Not Worth a Dip.
Not worth a biscuit.
Not worth a dip.
Fine, that's an date. We're all good.
Dave's sniffing the shortbread to check it's.
I don't smell any whiskey on it. Meg's tried to lick the shortbread.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Get your dip on. Come on, get your dip in and your whiskey. Put it in your mouth and welcome it into your heart and soul.
Oh,
How are you?
how are you?
He's dipping the biscuit. No, get a dip in. There you go. That's a
I've got to
dip.
get the angle right.
Let it suck in. Shortbread takes a while. Give it a 15 second.
Hold
Got to really soak it up.
15 seconds in the biscuit.
You're good now. Dave is going to actually try a biscuit that's been dipped in whiskey. That's a biscuity whiskey. Oh, he's sunk his teeth in. It doesn't soak it, does it, very well? Oh, his mouth is full.
Not as well as you'd expect, but...
It's shortbread. Shortbread doesn't really soak, though, does it? Good shortbread never soaks up coffee or tea or anything.
Yeah.
It sort of sits on the surface. You know what I mean? Oh, he's going to break it down in his mouth and then have some whiskey in there with it. Okay, they need help. Lots of help. We do need help. It's coffee.com/the real Omega 9873. We are, by the way, two whiskies
That's
of.
good.
There we go. Dave will give you a deep analysis in a moment. Once I've just told you, we are 2 whiskies away, including this one. So this, the Cab Bowl, number 2, that is, away from your whiskey, the Nectar. Well, the new one anyway, because we don't actually have the older version.
Fun, we can do a Glenmorangie free.
I'm still on board with that. Tale of Tokyo next year, you know.
Tell Tokyo the other
A
nectar.
tribute, and maybe
yeah.
another 18, the 19, the Signet.
Signet, yeah. There's time.
We got this, bro. We got
I'm liking
this.
this. This works.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm glad it does.
To be honest, like the biscuit, you eat the shortbread and
Break it down a bit.
you drink the whiskey, and it kind of just feels like you're having the same thing. It's like one is liquid biscuit and one is solid whiskey.
It's like you've added a bit of substance to your whiskey.
Yeah.
Like you've just made it thicker. Like
It's 4D whiskey.
it's 4D whiskey. Yeah, it's now ready break, but whiskey. Whiskey break.
Hmm.
There you go. Dave's happy because he's eating a Christmas present and he likes biscuits. And he now knows this whiskey's got a biscuit for dipping.
It's worth a cork. It's worth a dip.
Worth a cork, worth a dip. If it's French shortbread, it will soak. It is not French shortbread. This is famous grouse, so it'll be
Scottish.
It'll be Scottish.
There is no such thing as non-Scottish shortbread.
In fact, it's even served in a netted vest while holding
I
a bottle.
had to lift its kilt up to get into it.
Although it does appear to be shagging a bottle of Buckfast, which is typically Scottish, and no, we can't understand it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
And on the plus side, I can't taste any famous grouse.
You can chase it with chocolate if you like. Is that chocolate worth dipping? I don't think I have any grouse at all.
I have the smoky grouse.
You got Smoky and Snow.
And snow
And you got
grouse,
5
yes.
CL of the standard.
Yes, I have the snow grouse, which
We're
is
saving,
running out.
for those who don't know, we're saving a little. We're waiting because at some point later this year we're going to do a whiskey called the Shitski Stream, which is obviously not what it's going to be titled, but it's basically the bad whiskey stream. And that grouse is going to feature along with other ones that we'll get little samples of because there's no way I'm buying full bottles.
No.
Although I did see a bottle of Jacobite, and there's a story for that another time. There are many variations of shortbread. Now I want to bake and ship you a sample box. Or Dave has had boxes of biscuits sent to him by a German introverted, doesn't like being touched, but happy to put her goods in Dave's mouth.
Yeah,
in fact,
she put her goods in a box and then sent me her box.
And sent her box to Dave, and Dave put her box in his mouth.
I did put the goodies from her box in my mouth.
Yeah, so it's a bit strange.
They were chocolatey, they were biscuity, they were a little bit spicy. They went down very well. I still have some left as well, Yempy, if you're still here.
Dave does like free stuff.
Well, Dave also likes biscuits and you don't really get Leibkuchen in here.
Yeah, no, we don't really have I don't think I have any biscuits in my swag tube.
Meg opens up an ottoman full of swag. Hello, Plumpy. Plumpy has literally, the moment Meg has walked towards the ottoman of swag, Plumpy has awoken from her slumber.
I was going to bring you to the gig. I've got Glenfiddich whiskey cake.
We still have the Glenfiddich whiskey
I've got
cake.
Reese's, I've got-
So, for reference, those of you who've been here since we started, the Glenfiddich whiskey cake outlasts the entire Not Worth a Cork entity because we've had that for like 3 years.
It still looks good. We'll bring Dragon Force. It'll be fine.
Yeah, new levels of premiering pre-giginess.
Hey, Glenfiddich might even like us, and they'll maybe even send us a bottle of 12, and they'll be like, "Well, now I have to drink it." And yes, you do. If they sent us a bottle, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? We finally get sent a bottle from a distillery. It's Glenfiddich 12, and you're like, "Fuck!"
yeah, Singleton, Jameson's, Nika, all you people that like our Instagram. Why aren't you sending us good whiskey? Monkey shoulder, yeah.
I mean, I've got a bottle of the Smoky, but if you want to send us another, just hook a brother up.
Yeah, come on, look, we're doing all this. It's all free publicity for you.
We've had other distilleries like us, haven't we? English as well.
English did, yeah.
Yeah, if you want to send us another 15 port finish or the Madeira, we'll take it.
I don't think Coach Bill did. Glenfiddich haven't so far. Morangie have.
Yeah, they like and comment.
Morangie like the giraffe
They've
one,
liked
and they've
every
commented.
post.
And they've commented.
They like everything though. Bushmills did too. My
Yes,
dad's
Bushmills did, and they shared that as well. They're one of their reels as well.
That made my dad very happy.
Yeah, I think Master of Malt may have shared that one as well.
I don't remember seeing that.
The Master of Malt liked us. We've had some new person follow us who's got way more followers than we have, and he started liking and commenting.
This is a delightful whiskey, by the way. Absolutely delightful.
But yeah, Not Worth a Cork on Instagram. Please do check us out.
Yes, please do. And the owners just shield us. We do appreciate that. We're very grateful for that. We have plans this year. We have another stream next Sunday.
Yes.
Odd day. Next Sunday.
Dave is
Jura.
randomly appearing for a night.
Yes, he's appearing for one night. One night only.
Dave,
So-
one night only.
So we're going to be doing a rather delectable selection of Jura, where I'm going to be providing a fair few. Dave's going to bring one down because I don't have it. I did have it, get to my dad as a Father's Day gift. But we thought we'd do Jura because it's another very well-known distillery.
Yeah.
And also, we're quite fond of it.
Yes.
I like all the ones I've got. I don't have the winter one anymore because I think it's all right.
I
It's
do
not-
still have the winter one.
It's not worth having, though. It's just not worth buying. What's the point of buying one called a winter edition? It's a sherry cask.
I didn't buy it, it says all right.
That's fine then. It's just not worth the purchase when there are whiskies with sherry finishes that are just better. Also, The bourbon cask one baffles me because so many whiskies are bourbon finish.
Yeah, given it's priced more than something like a Toshi American Oak or Highland Park Dragon, whatnot, Viking, not the 12, the one below one.
Scars.
Yeah, that one.
Tribe Scars, one of those
Something,
two. Viking Honour.
Yeah, one of them. Something
I think I've
like
got it under there, isn't it?
It's priced to a way that it's a bit weird, but
it is peculiar. Doesn't matter.
I've finished mine.
Oh, I'm going to YOLO swag fan.
No, I haven't actually. I have a tiny little dribble.
No, you can't. No, stop. You can't YOLO swag fan there.
No, I can't. This is true.
So you're going to have to pour yourself another one.
Oh no! How will I survive?
I'm going to have to YOLO swag fan.
I'll walk over there.
I've got you.
Thanks, Sean.
You clearly sucked up too much with your shortbread antics.
Well, one must do these things for science.
Of course.
That slipped out.
Giggity. I'll take a top up.
That is possibly the world's smallest Dave pour.
I'll do. Now you've got the same amount as me.
So, for reference, anyone who doesn't get a joke, I seem to have this weird knack, habit, skill of basically always pouring a double.
He does. That's why I make it a point to put a jigger on the bar. Because he will pour a double every time. It's not a bad thing, but when we're doing 6 drinks, it's not bad. My foot, the slipper's too big. If Dave pours without a jigger, he will pour doubles. If we do 6 doubles, I'm going to be waking up half naked on the bathroom floor again. YOLO swag fam.
Yeah. I already had to pee at 4:30 and 6:30 this morning. I don't want to.
Well,
that was without a drinking stream last night.
That's a really good shot, by the way. It's
fail. I was supposed to swag fam, wasn't I?
You were, yes. That's all right. Swag fam the rest. Unless you want to pour another.
Okay, attempt 2. Swag fam boogaloo. Swag fam boogaloo.
Swag fam boogaloo. I like that. It's a good shot. It's actually cheaper than the others. Well, it was when I bought it.
Yeah.
No. Obviously, it's harder to get now.
Replaced, yeah.
To be fair, batch 2 is harder to find. But it was about 55, 60 quid. Whereas these are about £75 at least when I bought them. But it's a good, I think it's a fantastic whiskey again. I'd rate this higher than the Calvados and the Amontillado. But I'm not going to go higher than 8. I'd say 7, 7.5, and then 8. Only because I will move it if I try my Cab Bowl and it's not as good.
Yeah.
And I need to give room for the next and the
I'm,
Infinito.
I think, although what I would say is that I don't think that's aged that well. I don't think that's quite as nice now as it was when we first had it.
You think after the
I think the oxidization, the year of
well, it does alter the flavour, doesn't it?
It has altered it. Because I don't think it's quite...
Either
this time last year, I was probably giving it an 8.5.
Yeah.
Maybe pushing a 9.
Well, I said 8.
Really enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I think, 8, probably 8 at most now, because I think it has...
You think
it's lost something in the year that it's been.
Either that, or we've had too many whiskies and just like.
Possibly, it could be that
because I looked at my whiskey book and I'm looking at all the samples. It's about 100 different things we've tried in the space of 12 months. So.
Yeah, it could well be we've just become more
snobbish.
Yeah, but
dickhead.
I don't know. That's pretty snobbish. Limited batch, single barley malt thing for one distillery.
Who would do that? And who would buy bottles like that? Just don't look over there.
Don't mention a cabinet.
Yeah,
I mentioned it once. I think
let's ignore the fact we've got 2 Norfolk popcorns laying around, or my single batch Porter Skeg, or my Singleton 25, Mortlack 20, English 15, Dalmore 80. No.
Yeah.
They don't exist. So mythical. Anyway, should we have some water, David?
Yes, we haven't done that yet.
We have not. We have not agwad, and we also need to make sure we agwa that. So it's a delightful whiskey. Number 3 so far, by the way, folks. We're an hour and 20 in. Don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy what you're listening to, because obviously we don't go on camera because we're dickheads, do remember to like the stream. Although if you want to see the setup for tonight, it is a brand new reel on our whiskey Instagram. I put it there just before the stream. I had to record it 4 times because there are things around this bar that have names on that shouldn't be there. And so I had to re-record it before Dave fashionably arrived just in time for the stream to start.
Yes. Well, yes. But Dave did have to change into his uniform.
He did, yes. And we here are eternally grateful that Dave would turn up in his mankini. That glows in the dark. Now,
Ironically, matching one of Meg's fugglers.
not anymore.
Not going to say who had the idea first.
My sister's removed it from that. I saw her
Yeah,
doing
she
it.
has, yes.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing what she does with that. Glow in the dark mankini. Anyway, shall we move on to the next one?
Yes,
Oh, should I just ask a quick question to you, Dave? Do you now, even though you think that this might be no, sorry, it's fine, not that, nothing to do with the water. It's now that you think that perhaps it's not quite stacking up. Are you still happy with it in your collection?
Yeah, it's still lovely.
Yeah,
It's not exactly as I remember it.
it was 10 months.
Yeah.
To be fair,
'Cause
we
we
did
were-
this with the Macallan Night on Earth, but that didn't change much.
No, that was
But
still...
that was also 43%. Or 43 point something.
Yeah.
It's still in the same area.
That one, I don't think I thought any different.
Yeah, you didn't. No,
So
because
when we did it nearly a year
that was
ago.
when you first decided to go, that's a biscuit for Deppin. That.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? Okay.
Plus, we're pioneering something. We could be the first people to dip biscuits in whiskey and make it a
Well, you
thing.
did tell the guy in the whiskey shop, and he was like, interested.
This is true, yeah.
Like dark chocolate
The
hobnobs.
guy that actually works with whiskey was like interested by the fact that I dipped biscuit in whiskey.
And then then Dave decided to divulge the fact that I'm a YouTuber and all this stuff to him and all the streams we do. And he's like, my son's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Python
But
underscore
also,
RL.
we got a load of freebies, so you know. it could
True.
be-
Python underscore RL. Find that on a YouTube channel and go give him a subscription, please. Thank you. Should we pull out the next whiskey, which is the Cadbol?
Is it the Glenmorangie 15-year-old Cadbol?
It is, but it's batch number 3, brand new, not opened, in its box, because it's one of the few that I have that arrived in a box. This one is single estate limited release, not limited edition, limited release.
Different.
So I would assume they're going to keep this one. This one is different to Dave's. What is yours finished in, Dave?
It's over there again.
I will tell you. So,
Sorry, I've tried to be helpful by putting my
You are.
whiskey near the door
To be
to
fair,
remind
you
me to
put
take
it with me.
it
It's
back
quite
to the
alright.
house.
Dave's is American oak bourbon cask.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine isn't.
Oh, ooh, it's new.
Mine.
It's interesting.
Well, others effervesced earlier.
True.
This one is aged in bourbon and Amontillado sherry casks. Does that not sound
Interesting.
familiar to you?
Hello, Amontillado Sherry Cask number 12.
Which is also, as it says on the thing, bourbon. And sherry cask.
Huh.
So this is just 3 years older.
So basically, they've got the same whiskey. Is it the same whiskey they've aged for 3 extra
Well, no,
years?
this would be that Cadbol.
But with the special barley, yeah.
Yeah.
The special barley.
This does not have tasting notes on it,
F.
but it says here, deliciously nutty and sweet with notes of toffee, almond and clove. That's all we've got.
Okay, well,
There you go, David.
should work.
I want to open the nectar, if that's okay with you, later when we get to it.
Yes.
I need to open one of them, because they're mine.
It's got the old style box though with the multi-layer opening.
Both do. So this one,
With the new style design. There
yes.
are boxes lying around.
this is, by the way, for M, if you're still here. This is the last, this is the one before we get to your one, okay? Oh. Oh.
Oh! Well, that gets a rating of best cork pop.
That's a cork for popping, that.
That is definitely the best cork.
Where's the wrapper thing? Because you've been dumping them down the side here.
Sorry, no.
No, it's just to put them in a pile there. We know where they are then, don't we? Before you pour that, can I get a nose of that?
I mean, yeah. Sorry, I meant to pass the bottle over.
It smells nothing like... No, because it's wider. It's easier for me to get a nose in. It smells nothing alike.
That smells more like a wine finish. It's got that like fruity body to it.
That's a nice pop. I'm glad you're still here. Good, Em. We're glad you are, because we really are looking forward to trying this nectar. Oh, that's a whiskey for splashing,
It
that.
bounced.
It was escaping.
It went in the pocket and bounced back out.
It knew what Dave would do to it, so it tried to escape. No, this is... we're looking forward to the nectar, because white wine cask finishes are a bit strange, but we've had one that's an absolute banger, and we're really looking forward to this one because it's Glenmorangie. And I know some people say it's overrated, but it's really not. I think
Pushing all the way back, then pulling forward a little bit.
Yeah,
so I
sorry.
know.
But I think we need to work our way towards. This is the batch number 3 of the Cadbow estate. So they've changed what they've done. I don't know what batch 1 was though.
No.
Could you possibly look and find out?
To the Google.
Your Google food's a bit quicker than mine. Cadbow estate batch 1. Dave's going to quickly look this up. And poop. Who says poop? It's been fun listening between chores and meat prep. Oh, meat prep.
Tell us everything and spare no detail.
Meat? I hear meat.
The meat horn has been blown.
Meat.
That was obnoxiously loud on the microphone.
Excellent.
About damn time you were loud for a change. Usually I'm a bit quieter on this. Any news on the Cadbow estate batch 1?
First matured in first fill American Oak X bourbon barrels for 15 years, bottled at 43% after chill filtration. Available in March 2020 in the US, Canada, and Mexico.
Oh wait, so they never made it here.
Distilled in pot stills from 100% malted barley, first
Dave.
fill bourbon. Yeah,
Dave, no. That's basically
probably travel exclusive.
That's just that. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
they just called it batch 2 because they wanted to give it to the UK people. That's all it is.
It could well be, yeah.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's get into this one, shall Oh, pop. You meant pop, Elwood. All right. You're all good. To be fair, you can say poop if you like.
Well. Batch 1 tasting notes. Presents a lot of sharp edges from front start to finish. I assume they mean from start to finish. The nose is led by varnish and fuel aromas, or it says fusel, that allow some lemon and biscuit notes to pop up. The palate opens with a nice orange peel. I assume they mean nice. Sweetness, but ends overly bitterly and leathery.
You know who wrote that?
A 5-year-old?
Yeah. It was written by a 15-year-old. We thought it'd be quirky to have a 15-year-old whiskey for a change. That was written by somebody who doesn't know their whiskey. It's the same thing. Look at it. It's identical.
It is basically the same as well.
Yeah, it's the same one. They just I know why. I know why I wanted to get it for you now, because I was holding on to it for years. I know why now, because I genuinely was holding on to it. Should we get stuck into this, though?
Pop-ups.
Ignore it. Go home and ignore it.
Yeah. But yeah, it does appear to be exactly the same as the batch 2.
Shall we have a little nose and a little sip, and then I'll pull up tasting notes for this, yeah?
Yeah. I'll just make sure I have minimal notifications.
That's
I can see
all
if we are required to do a dog transfer.
20 minutes. Cheers.
It's not a biscuit.
No, it is not a biscuit for dipping. You and you are not the same.
No.
But that is
not a biscuit.
It is not, but it's delicious.
It's different.
It is. I'll pull up, for those who are curious, the tasting notes from Glenmorangie's official tasting notes. Hence why it says the tasting notes. The nose. By the way, the taste on this is lengthy.
They're going to say leather.
Wonderfully aromatic and fragrant with touches of honey, hazelnut, mandarin oranges, and sweet, soft toffee. Then this is followed by top notes of sweet, ripening barley, followed by baked peaches. A splash of water releases some flinty minerality along with honeysuckle and jasmine flowers on the nose. The palate's even longer. A gentle, spicy mouthfeel leads into a burst of sweet and spicy flavours.
Yeah.
Heather honey, gingerbread, hazelnut praline, fudge toffee, a touch of clove. The Amontillado cask-derived nuttiness is always present, but always gently integrated into the other sweeter flavours. The lingering aftertaste has a touch of almond, marzipan, and coconut, and finally a suggestion of baking fruit leaves. Finish. Gloriously creamy and spicy with notes of gingerbread, hazelnuts, and toffee. Taste the tasting notes. I'm not licking my monitor. I'm tasting the tasting notes by drinking it.
Yeah. That's interesting.
It's completely different.
It is. It's very different.
It is. And that's
for the same barley, for the same age.
The only difference is the cask.
Yeah.
Because your one is just American bourbon, American oak bourbon cask, whereas that's bourbon cask, which is American anyway, and then Amontillado. So I would assume that spends full 15 years in American oak, basically.
Yeah.
Whereas that spends 12 in the bourbon, or 10 in the bourbon, and 5 in the Amontillado.
Well, it could be 2. I mean, the 12 was 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's 3 years older, so who knows?
Yeah.
Are you going to put 13 years on that? I think I'd rather stick it 5 years in the Amontillado.
Yeah, 10 to 5 makes more sense than 13 to 2, doesn't it?
It's a really interesting ratio then, isn't it? Because you're going to get a lot out of that Amontillado cask.
No, that's nice. It's
Lick the screen.
It's very different, but it's
Show
very
me the
nice.
money and we'll lick the screen. The wonderful thing about the Glenmorangie tasting notes, much like Tigger's, is that it's got a lot going on, and also it bounces. Yeah, and this bottle was the only one. You've got the reference. Congratulations. It's delightful. Completely different though, but I will say it's more refined, but it's basically the Amontillado cask, but better.
Yeah.
Because it's the
not
same
a
thing.
Huge amount different, is it?
Bourbon and sherry cask. That's bourbon and sherry cask. Just 3 years older.
Yeah.
But it's better. It's a refined version.
Yeah.
I think they got the formula right with batch 3. I'm curious what they're going to do with batch 4.
If there is a batch 4, obviously.
Well, it's limited
we
release.
Assume there might be.
They say limited release, so I don't think it. I think they'll be the same every year now. If it's limited release, it means small batch.
Yeah, and they haven't put a day on it for the bottling, have they? So we can't see like in August.
I didn't look.
I don't think they have.
I didn't look. But limited release means small batch.
Yeah.
Small batch means they'll do it.
Small batch means they're testing
Well, no,
it out.
check the bottle.
There's a giraffe on it.
Yeah, but check the bottle, see if the tag's on the side of the label. 'Cause I didn't look.
So this could have been worth a pourer.
No, it's not there.
No.
Okay, it is a small batch. What does it say there? Is that single barrel estate?
Single barley estate.
Single barley estate? Oh,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
because it's the cab bowl.
Yeah.
There's the single barley. Isn't it?
Well, then in that case, it's small batch. Like the Porter's Skeg.
Delicious notes of deeply sweet spice and nuts. This third batch of our single estate whiskey, the Cadboll Estate, shares the spirit and flavour of our homeland.
Okay. Right, well, this is my whiskey, so I'm going to do the 15 seconds, which seems only right. So I've put it up on the screen for Dave, so he can hit the play button.
And spiel. We are playing. So this is going to be an interesting one because we do like the previous one, batch 2. Batch 3 is very different, which, given that they are the same barley, the same maturation age, is basically all coming down to the cask. How does that compare or hold?
Spicier.
Okay.
If you, when you're rolling the whiskey over your tongue, you roll some air over the top, you should try that.
Aerated.
Yeah. It's very fruity.
Okay.
Try it. Ready?
Ooh, okay, yep.
Say when. Roll the air over your tongue. And just sort of push it over. Oh, he's getting it. He's getting it. Lick the screen, though. I'm afraid, Michael, as is everything, everyone has a price, and we have one too. You just got to guess it with the coffee link. You're good, by the way, yeah. What do you think?
There's one more going on the front of the tongue as well.
Side of my tongue is on fire. But in a good way, not like we're going to burn you
See,
like chili.
it's like right on the front.
Oh, right on the tip, yeah. Yeah. That kind of, you know, if anyone knows this, when you're right on the tip of your tongue, you end up with a white spot. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. That tingles just on the front of your tongue.
I always want to rip that off my tongue if it ever happens. I hate it so much. I bite it off or something. Like, you will learn tongue. Don't you ever be there again.
No, that's different.
Delicious.
That's very nice.
But is it better than yours? I don't think it is. But I think it is good. I think it's actually just like below.
So,
but it's better than the Amontillado cask.
I would say it's on a par with what mine is now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as good as mine was when we first opened it.
I agree. So I give it an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems
But
fair.
it's only close. It's close. It's not miles apart.
Yeah. I do think Glenmorangie haven't let themselves down with these so far.
No. It's interesting because the fact that what it is and it's so different. The whole flavour profile is different.
I've noticed, I'm looking at my shelf here, right? All the sherry casks are open except for one. The La Santa.
Because I think we've mostly used mine for anything.
Yeah.
haven't
We've only really gone near your one.
we?
And
Mine is open. Mine's
So
the
mi-
old
yeah.
OG bottling as well.
Yeah,
rather than
well,
new style.
mine's obviously new. I didn't keep the box for mine because obviously I had a row in the front of my cabin,
Yeah.
didn't I?
Well, initially you didn't keep the box because we couldn't fit it in the cabin.
Well, not the newer bottles,
Yeah.
but the old ones, yes. Now this is a. It's not a drinking whiskey. It's a sipping whiskey. Because I just did a little drink there, and
Yeah.
it doesn't really. It works, but it's just not. If you're gonna drink it like that, you may as well just put lemonade in it. I wouldn't recommend it because it's expensive.
Yeah.
It's more expensive than Dave's, although Dave's is limited edition.
Mine is a limited edition rather than limited release, but they probably mean the same thing.
Although if you ever do get a chance, you should buy a second bottle of yours just to top yours up one day, just in case. But like your Nectar d'Or, you got to take your chance when you get it, I guess.
Yeah. That'll be the one we can try in due course to compare against your.
Oh, the Nectar against the
Yeah.
Nectar. That could be Glenmorangie Part 3,
That could
Revenge,
be- yeah.
Revenge of the Malt.
Revenge of the Morangi.
Revenge of the Malt.
Yeah.
You can't go Revenge of the Man. Glenmorangie Part 3, Revenge of the Morangie. It doesn't really work 'cause there's too many Morangies in that. It's got to be Revenge of the Malt. We'll work it out. We'll work it
Revenge
out.
of the Sauterne cask or something. Yeah.
Well, Sauterne might not be in that one.
No.
There's now got some Hungarian casks in it and French as well, obviously. It has to be French. Has to be. Hell, there might be some English box wine in there somewhere. Who knows? Aged in English box wine boxes. Charitably called a cask. Actually, it's just someone still in the back garden.
Yeah.
A wheelbarrow with a bit of tarp over the top.
Peckham Springs.
Chatham, mate. So,
Apparently.
other questions for you then concerning this whiskey. Do you think it's worth the price? Do any of them, do you think, are not worth what they've cost? Bear in mind, all three roughly cost £75. If I can confirm how much I paid on the Glenmorangie website, on the app, sorry. Don't you dare make me have to do my bloody ID on this. Right, so 75.
I would say that maybe the first one is a little overpriced, but I think the rest have all been, I would say, at least that,
They
if not
all,
worth
except for one, except for the end one,
more. Yeah.
all of them cost 75. I didn't buy the Nectar off here though.
No. I mean, so far, I would say the first one maybe not quite.
The Amontillado
as
cask.
much.
I reckon that's a £50 bottle.
But the
marked
rest,
up.
yeah, I would say that's fair because
think-
they're
yeah.
quality whiskey with something more limited about them going
So
on.
this
that's
is where
slightly
I-
different.
Yeah, this is why I agree, because if you're paying £75 for a 15-year-old whiskey,
Yeah.
but you're also paying £75 for a 12-year-old whiskey,
Yeah.
regardless of cask, I don't think those should be as pricey as that. But I do think that's a 60.
Yeah.
I think
that's better
the
than- yeah.
Calvados is a £60 one because it's difficult. Calvados is not as common.
No.
But the Amontillado, while a rarer cask, I don't think it's as refined as a 15. Therefore, it should not be anywhere near as expensive. It should be a £50 bottle.
Yeah.
It should be as expensive as a Talisker 10
Yeah.
when it's at full price, based on now standards of the Quinta Ruben, which is like £50.
Yeah.
58.
Well, and the Santa, which is now about £50.
Yeah, sorry, the Santa. Correction, the Santa. You're right.
The 12-year-old, yeah.
You're
which is
right.
now £50.
Yeah, no, I
But
think.
yeah, I mean, they're not. I don't. If you bought them for full price, I don't think you'd be hugely disappointed with any of them for the money, because they are all better than something standard, I think. But there are ones that stand out more, and I think certainly the 15s, both the cab bowls, certainly for the price, are a lot better value for money for that extra maturation, the extra flavour you get over the 12s. For the same money is, I think, probably the best option.
Yeah, I agree. And just to be clear, I still think every single one of these is better than the standard Glenmorangie, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because the standard Glenmorangie is
I was
fantastic.
gonna say, yeah, saying that it's better than something that we already rate very well. It's not like
I mean,
we're
the past 2 years we've been through a fair few bottles because I bought a lot of the half ones cheap and also ended up with loads of extra ones. Hell, Dave drove me all the way to Tesco just to get the pourer, and that bottle got finished as well.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, how many of the half bottles did you buy for like £7?
£7.50. I bought 6 because I saw them all.
Was it
I'd-
co-ops?
Says in Sainsbury's.
Sainsbury's.
I saw basically in Sainsbury's they were getting rid of the old design bottles, but they had loads of the half size 35c old bottles. They had loads of them, and I text Dave this, and I had about 30 quid in my account, so I bought 6, brought them home, gave Dave 2, gave my dad 1, kept the 3, topped up my standard bottle with 1 because it was half empty.
Yeah.
The other 2 got consumed on streams.
Basically,
and
we made about 6 we made about
didn't you
4
have to explain
bottles
to your
of,
parents?
Yeah, we made about 4 bottles of Glenmorangie for about the cost of half a bottle of Glenmorangie.
Didn't you have to explain to your parents like the value part of that?
Yeah.
Like a standard bottle at that point was 30 quid. Okay. Well, you just pay 15 quid for it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You got 2 bottles of whiskey. No. Because I'm going to put these into one now, and then these 2 can go in the recycling. Like they're half-size bottles. It was such a steal.
Yeah,
because the new
my bottle for half the price of buying a new bottle.
Yeah, it was just because the brand new Glenmorangie bottles had just come out, where it obviously people don't like the logo part, but I think it's quite nice.
Yeah, but they wanted to sell off all the old to clear out, didn't they?
The thing is, the co-op in my town still has some of those old ones. How much do you think it costs for a half-size bottle of whiskey in a bottle design that's defunct?
I'm going to go with, just because it's stupid, about 40 quid.
No, a bit too stupid.
No, 25.
$17.50. When you can get a full-size bottle for about 30.
Yeah. So more than half a full-size bottle price.
They never... but the thing is, when everyone else was reducing the bottle price down, they weren't.
No.
And that's why they haven't moved them. Because why buy that when right next to it you can get a Tamnavulin German, French Cabernet Sauvignon for 20 quid?
Yeah.
25 quid. Or a bourbon cask Jura for 25 quid.
Yeah.
You know, why do that when you have your option that the German or French Cabernet Sauvignon is fantastic? Go with that. You know, why buy a half-size bottle of a nothing?
Yeah.
When I got them, I told Dave. He missed out sadly, but then he got them from me anyway for free. So
I wasn't near a Sainsbury's, unfortunately.
No, you
Tesco didn't have them reduced.
But I saw them and I told everyone. I told my dad as well. I think my dad, he was on his canal boat. I think he'd rushed to go to Sainsbury's and find them. I think he might have managed to get one. I don't remember if he did or not. But
I'm sure you said he got one.
He got one off me, I know. So. That's not one for biscuits, I can tell you that. But it's fantastic whiskey.
It's a shame on picture.
You can dip if you like, but I'm not dipping. I'm not. I'm saving myself hot chocolate later. Non-alcoholic.
That'll be fast.
Yeah, no, didn't we?
Yeah. See, your sister keeps moaning at me for the alcohol. And she's like, you, your whiskey, your chocolates, your hot chocolates. Like, hang on a minute.
Hold up.
That's Meg.
Let me just call your brother. Meg walks in. That Scottish money is legal tender.
Yeah, so for those of you to get that reference, last weekend I was judging an archery competition. I used a normal English £10 note to pay for my bacon roll and my coffee. As part of my change, I was given a £5 note, which was Scottish. I used it at the corner shop here tonight to acquire provisions.
He did, and so it's been spent at last.
It has been accepted as legal tender.
It does, and they're running. It's a mock the week joke where there's always a random Scottish person to confirm it's legal tender. Now, I would point out that in the context of alcohol, hot chocolates, I was doing that long before Dave.
Yes.
So
I still got the blame.
Yes. I was doing that with the Serrano Velvet, which I believe I put Leona in the chat onto.
Well, that's like the eldest niece. No matter who does it, she gets the blame.
I also put Leona onto Frangelico with it as well, because I had that behind the bar as well. And also I introduced Dave to Loch Fine Chocolate Orange and hot chocolate. And we have tested Kendall Mint in hot chocolate. That was a joint effort.
And the ginger, whatever it was in
Paul Rudd. It's the Berry and Rudd.
Wherever it is, somewhere
tin
down there.
In the corner there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ginger. That was that's made by a whiskey company, Berry and Rudd. Berry and Rudd. You've got some of them. Yeah.
Yes, I have. Berry Brothers. Yeah.
Shall we sync this and move on to one MJ has been waiting on for a while?
I do think I see a heron over there.
Heron. Send it.
Up the inside. 4 knots.
It's been sent. 4.9.
We should take a speedo one day to see what we're actually doing on those boats.
It just
says 4, but
I don't want to be pedantic, but a speedo is a pair of swimming trunks.
Okay, sorry. Speedometer.
I mean, we could take some Speedos if you like, but you might get some strange looks from your friends when you're waving it in the air going, how fast are we going? Are we fast
Hang on.
enough yet? No. Lick your finger, hold it up with your Speedo attached to your finger. You absolute bellend. Hello, Paisley.
If the wind's strong enough to lift it up.
Spiced rum in hot apple cider is the bomb. I would love to try that.
Sounds interesting.
It does. I like rum. Dave loves rum. And I like spiced apple cider. Cider I like anyway.
Yeah, we had cider with dinner, didn't we?
But Dave's too busy imagining Speedos on the boat. singing You Give Love a Bad Name. In Dave's words, shot for the and you're trampling. Oh,
you give love a bad.
And copyright claimed. Anyway, agua us up, buddy.
Oh dear.
It is time to move on.
I'm just trying to think. I'm just imagining the bowling ball. He would be, well, very hilarious.
He would be,
in that
yes.
scenario.
Yes. I can imagine he'd be quite the amusing individual. Shall we... Anyway, I've pulled up on the screen the next one. Now, this is not the one that M has sent us, but because I kept that and I put it aside for my retirement when I'm very old and grey and can't afford whiskey anymore, which is probably the next 5-10 years. You never know.
I was going to say that's the next 2 or 3 months, isn't it?
Well, it depends on how YouTube goes, of course. It's always a fluctuating market. But to be clear, though, I've never opened a single bottle sent to me and consumed it.
I have. I think.
Yeah, but the ones that part of our deal, you get them. Now, so the one that M has sent me is in
Yummy.
the one that M has sent me is in my office, and it's in there with all the other whiskies I've been sent because to be honest, I consider it an absolute privilege to receive kind gifts from you guys. And you guys have niced me over the years, and because of the collection I have, I don't want to simply have it there and discard it and treat it as just any ordinary whiskey. So in my office is a small collection of whiskies that you guys have sent me. None of them are opened on purpose because I don't need to open them. So when M sent me the nectar, I decided to buy a bottle as well because I wanted to make sure that I got to enjoy this as well, knowing that it's the same whiskey. The only issue was, I know you, M, had asked for us to get the Nectar d'Or. Problem is, that one is discontinued, and getting it's a bit more expensive than what was originally donated, if that makes sense. So we got the Nectar, because this is the brand new one. This is the direct replacement to the Nectar d'Or, and this is a 16-year-old finished in bourbon and sweet white wine casks. Now, we know for a fact it is 5 different white wine casks. It's not one. Some are Hungarian, some are French, I believe some are Spanish as well. And so we are very much in the dark on this one. And also excited. It says here, it's whiskey and bourbon, and then in sweet white wine casks from France, Spain, and Hungary. That, to me, is really interesting. Because the original Nectar d'Or, which Dave has, is finished is 10 years in bourbon, and then it finished in Sauterne casks. Sauterne casks, which is a terrible pronunciation for the word that looks like it's spelt Sauterne. It's beautiful and delicious, and that's mine.
Oh yeah, sure.
I get this one. Sorry, buddy.
That's fine.
I get to open this one because I wanted the privilege of opening what was sent to us by M. And I wanted to. Oh.
Here we go. Ooh. Oh.
Now
it's resisted briefly.
Smells. Actually, I can get a smell off that.
That
Dave.
was not worth a shot.
That hates water, doesn't it? Dave hates water. Smells good, doesn't it? Right, well, you are the barman, sir. You're not wearing a hat, but you're a barman.
Oh, shit.
Don't break the rules of the bar,
I
buddy.
keep forgetting the hat.
Don't forget the hat, Captain.
So I'm not on the boat.
I hope you enjoy it. It's my personal. This is the brand new one. We do like the standard, or the original Nectar. We do like it.
On my hand.
It's all right, as long as you don't mind getting whiskey on your fingers. Oh, you have actually fully jizzed on your hands.
I have.
Sweet.
I'll give you a full double. I'll give you a little bit more.
I saw. You sort the towel's just down there, buddy. Sort it out. Dave may have just
Overspilled.
Now, I'm excited about this.
There's 2 fingers in.
He is, because 3 is too much. Yes, we know very little about this whiskey beyond the fact it's finished in 5 different white wine casks from France, Spain, and Hungary. It's on the box.
Hungary do a white wine?
It's on the box.
France and Spain, yes. Hungary is not a wine I'm familiar
And
with.
maybe it's called the Hungarian Goulash Spritz. I don't know.
As long as it's not Unicum.
Unicum is fantastic. Window cleaner. No, Unicum is, for those who don't know, Unicum, Unicum, so you and I come, is the Hungarian equivalent to Jägermeister, and it's served in a grenade-shaped bottle, so round with a long tip at the top, and it tastes like window cleaner. It's fantastic. And I'd love another bottle, to be honest, just because it was given to me as a gift for teaching someone English, even though I was too busy staring them up.
Yeah.
No, I liked her. She was lovely. Anyway, should we have a sniff?
Gauge noses.
Smells very clean and crisp.
Sweet.
Very sweet, yeah. Whiskey I paired it with a bittersweet Marquise de... Oh. Marquise au chocolat. Ooh. In a chocolate tart shell with a burnt honey orange. Oh. Will you, marry all of us, please? So you can make us these foods? Because I can't say it to Dave's mum because I worry she'll burn the custard every night. I don't want to get done for DV, you know? You will learn to do custard.
Yeah, to be fair, if you smash around the head with a saucepan, there's the saucepan weight plus the weight of the custard, you know, it's going to do some damage.
At that point, is it a saucepan with custard? Or is it just a really short shillelagh?
Short but wide. Heavy bottoms.
You're carrying a small sledgehammer.
Especially if it's in a Cruzier saucepan.
Yeah. Yeah, keep talking to us dirty, Em. Keep doing it. We got this. Anyway, shall we are an hour and 52 in. Shall we get to... Oh, hang on. Have you not got a text about a dog yet?
No, that's what I was just checking.
I
have asked your sister to confirm. She will message when dog is required. I was just checking.
She's not... The lights aren't even on, so
No.
we're golden.
No, she'll message me when needed.
Shall we have a
I was
taste
just
of this
checking.
nectar, Dave?
I feel like...
The nectar.
The nectar 16-year-old. Let's try this compared to... Well, I say compared to because I didn't bring it.
Did I drink my water? Have a sip first.
This could be awkward. I may have just poured Meg a shot and a half and he may not have had his water.
I've been sipping from the same corner, Dave.
That doesn't taste like water.
Have a sip from the corner nearest you. Yeah, I'll take another glass.
Yeah, Meg's gonna fail there.
I haven't done a fail. I didn't remember I was busy. Yeah, I'll take a nosing glass. Fuck it.
All
right.
The first one I could
I'll
see. Oh, there we go. Well, we have just done the introduce the glass to the whiskey and eat the whiskey.
Hello. How are you? Goodbye. Right.
Meg has just yeeted a glass of whiskey.
Okay, that's better. That's better. On my nose, I couldn't smell anything. It smells sweet, but
obstacles have arisen, have been overcome. He now has a nosing glass. Oh, Roll to Brothers are metal, I see.
They can't hear it. Copyright claim.
So I can hear it.
Oh, that's so much better. That's so much nicer. Oh, that's
so what we've established is a shot of water and a double shot of the Nectar 16 don't work. But
Shocker.
Nectar 16 on its own apparently is quite good.
20 uncultured Philistine that adds water to their whiskey. See yourself out. You are dead to me.
Do not water this whiskey.
The only water that belongs in whiskey is the water that's already in the whiskey. If you add water to it, you basically treat it like a child does their squash. Miss me with that shit.
That was the person opposite you at the bar used to drink pure squash.
I could do
Because
that.
I was too impatient to wait for Mum to put the water in, so I just thought, ooh, squash.
I remember at uni I did that, right? My housemates.
Ooh,
I used to be called a sourpuss because I did it with lemon. And my dad's, my mum and dad's friend, then became my dad's partner for a while, she called me sourpuss, and I would sit there and just drink the lemon juice direct, concentrate from the bottle. And she'd like be genuinely like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, well, I don't get squash, so I'm going to make the most of it now. And if I don't like it, I'll regurgitate it later, put it in a bottle, and bloody reuse it. I'll hide it. It's fine. I don't taste pouch. Yeah, I wasn't a very fat kid then. I was a very small kid because of really bad food back then. This is brilliant. Okay, so tasting notes. That on the colour is bronze gold. I'd agree with that. Yeah, fair assessment.
So far.
The nose, decadent, with notes of baking brioche, baked apricot, vanilla pudding, toasted almond, and hints of chocolate truffles. Dave's face is fully immersed and the hat is sunk.
I'm not getting the chocolate truffles.
Captain's gone down with his ship, right? Captain's gone down with the ship, okay?
He looks like a smeghead.
That smells good.
They really go complicated on these notes. This is nothing like your one. Ola, what did you write?
All that.
Taste rich and sticky. Well, Dave is right now.
Sticky.
With notes with swirls of honeycomb, orange syrup, and brioche, balanced by a soft drumbeat of spice and lemon zestiness. Don't read the chat. She retracted.
I thought that was what Ola wrote. I was like, Jesus. Hello.
Oh, here we go. Does that mean it's finished in all those different casks, or does it mean that there are different batches? Right, so basically, I don't know. I think they move. I think because of the age being 16, I reckon they do something simple. I reckon it's 10 years in bourbon, and I reckon it's 2 years in French, Spanish, and Hungarian. But where there are multiples, they'll split it into separate and then bring it back.
I will Google foo.
I reckon they've done 2 years in French, where there's two different white wine finishes. I reckon they've split it in half and then merged it. And the same with the Spanish, in two different casks, merged it and then done 2 years in Hungarian.
The nectar, isn't it?
The nectar, yeah. I reckon it's a split. They've done it with Downmore Portwood. They split some of that into tawny. So I reckon they've done the same. Glenmorangie have done the same. This is, by the way, might be my favourite one so far. Just because of how sweet and rich it is. I like brioche as well, by the way. Brioche buns with burgers. Like, seriously. Brioche buns are the best buns for burgers. Anyone else says otherwise is wrong. It's okay, you're allowed to be wrong, though.
Moscatel cask from Spain.
That makes sense. Moscatel is a sugar as well.
Tokaji in Hungary.
To what?
Tokaji.
I thought Tokaji was a Japanese wrestler in WWE one, but was that Tajiri?
Yeah, it was Tajiri.
Okay, so it's finished by someone who does a buzzsaw kick. Good to know.
That's the door.
Dave is looking into this right now.
I'm trying to find out, because it's interesting, because some of the ones we've had have been the whole whiskey is aged in one barrel for X amount of years, and then another barrel for X amount of years. Some, like the Downwell Portwood we referenced, where the whole whiskey is aged in a barrel for X number of years, and then a part, which we don't know, it could be like 2%, a part of the whiskey is aged in another barrel for X number of years, which obviously affects the flavour profile, because if the whole whiskey is aged in 2 barrels, it will be very different if the whole whiskey basically is aged in one, and a very small part of it is aged in something else.
Yeah.
But I can't actually find anything to say. Nectar de Earth. Oh, hello. Okay, not relevant for now, but according to Leifwaits, the wine company, Glenmorangie Nectar de Earth 12-year-old. There we go. Right.
Fucking knew it. Sorry, I have this.
Yes.
I'm not going to do an I told you so dance, because I don't dance. I also there's not a space to do the worm. But I knew it was 2 years in Sauternes. I swear I saw it before in like Sainsbury's or something. Should we continue drinking, Dave?
Yeah, because I can't.
Because we need to subject this to a test.
I can't find anything
And-
that says what percentage or how much of the whiskey has been aged in what cask.
So it is my turn to go.
This is kicking out plenty of heat.
16 seconds. Is it a fair bit of heat?
Yeah.
I put 4 candles in for you. Fuck.
4 candles.
4 candles, yeah.
Eggs.
That is warm.
360.
That is warm.
Black room.
I can tell because the flames on it are pretty high on some of those.
Mm.
Right, anyway, 16 seconds. You ready? No, I'm going to do it, not you.
Fair.
You can do it after if
I
that's
don't think
okay.
I've even had a taste of this yet. I'm not sure. We'll get there. That's fine.
Do you want to do
We have-
16 seconds for me?
We have time to kill. We are going. So, this is going to be interesting because if mine is a 12-year-old whiskey, then that's very strange because it was marketed as being better than like what was out, and obviously the 10, 12 were already out. So it's an interesting one. We are now at 15 seconds. That is 16 seconds. You're good to go. There was a slight odd face when he swallowed that. Ooh.
Right at the front of the tongue. Very sharp. Very nice, though. Mm. But the finish builds. There is definitely more of a nutty quality. Lemon, definitely. Apricot, absolutely. There's a nice sort of syrupy quality to it. Do you want me to reset for you so you can do a 16 second? Oh, and by the way, Dave,
It's making
that was what we got earlier. Oh, it was. Sorry, I completely fluffed that.
It's worryingly, and also somewhat appropriately given the plague that is currently going on, it's making me think of a honey lemon cough drop. So, handily. Oh, very nice, very nice.
Yeah. No, I think that's fantastic. It's not the same as the Nectar d'Or that you like, Em, but it is the replacement.
Or that you own Leona.
Yes, well, if she has any left. Of
Yeah.
course. Leona, if you're there, please let us know.
Are you on glass 2 yet? Have you reached?
She glass 1, she's done.
Well, American ginger. Yeah. There's many
Ginger,
things.
ginger.
Many things going against her.
Bit rude, Dave, don't you think? Oh,
F. Make us just drop the box.
I didn't drop the bottle, this is fine.
No, true. But
Just because I went to put my hand under and I slid my hand. Cocky on that. Please put that back. Thank you. That is a delightful. That is better than the Cad Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than your Cad Bowl when you first got it, but only because it's hard to compare with what is not anymore what it was.
Yeah.
I do think it sits removed though at 8.5. I reckon. I don't want to go too far because the Infinitas
No.
is next, and
Yeah.
I know there's got to be some wiggle room here. Because I want to, because we've had the next one before.
Yeah.
But I hear don't fret. You'll hear you don't fret. Oh, fantastic. Not drink. It was barely a single. Oh, fair enough. As long as you enjoy it, is what matters to us. Of course, anyone likes whiskey. We hope that you enjoy listening to us talk about this stuff and showing you the relevant images. Because tasting is funny.
We
The
have
finish on this, by the way, I haven't got
BRB. We have a dog transfer to conduct.
Dave's going to do that now.
Oh dear.
Dave's going to get rid of the dog. I'm going to talk to you. The finish says here, long and lingering with some lemon rind, baking break, and a touch of honeycomb, which is a fascinating. Honeycomb is very. She won't listen to you for that, buddy. Hang on. Yeah, I got you. There you go. My dog just sandbagged him, and he couldn't lift her because of it. She's a very good sandbag. She will dead weight you. But yes, it's a very nice and delightful whiskey, and I think what Dave needs to do is enjoy the fact that I just put a biscuit in his whiskey, and he's not going to know until he gets back. But yes, it's a delightful whiskey, and I think for Glenmorangie, it's an absolute step up in quality for them.
I put her on the grass. She looked back at me and went, like this, she shrugged.
Yeah, she's a bit like that dog.
I do appear to have been biscuited.
You have. I can't imagine why.
I don't know what's happened here. I left the room for 2 seconds to remove a dog, and there's a biscuit in my whiskey.
I don't know why that's there, but I guess there's only one thing Dave can do.
Send it.
Dip that biscuit. Heron? You're going to heron a biscuit? That's a bit brave. Funny thing is, you can't do it to me unless you break it. That means I'll see it. Does it work? Tell you what, Dave's one of the weird ones because I've watched him eat things with alcohol in, and he doesn't really. He has a poker face. I've never seen. I can send something and not really give too much away, but he doesn't give much away when he's eating alcohol-infused foods.
That's very interesting.
Is it? Oh, he's going back for double. He's double dipping.
Double dipping.
Double dipping. Do you want more whiskey?
I mean, always, but
How did that happen? I wonder. Exactly. Not drunk. Sorry, he was typing too fast. That's all right. We know you're. We know you're a fast typer. Allegedly.
quite acidic.
Very acidic.
Well, mixed
So-
with biscuit, yeah.
That makes sense because it's taking out all the. Because a lot of this is honeycomb based. And it does have some bitterness. But apricot's where the bitterness is. Apricot's quite a bitter fruit, isn't it?
Well, it works.
Lemon zest
it's-
and-
you've got like the soft butteriness of the shortbread against sort of acidic whiskey. It counteracts itself quite nicely.
Yeah. I'm glad you like that. So have you done the 16 seconds yet?
No.
Oh, good. Because it means your turn's up then. Your time has come. Your time is now. John Cena.
Word
Okay.
life.
We're meant to do
It's a
it.
basic Ferganah.
Wrong song.
No, the original song.
Yeah, but the time has come. My time is now is the newer one.
Yeah, but I like the OG one.
You ain't the Doctor of Thugonomics.
Hey, I'm a doctor. That's close enough.
Bitch. You can't even put a plaster on properly.
That's not true. I bandaged a finger up.
At best,
Not
you're a
right.
nurse. Ready?
Yeah. No, probably not.
All right, you're good to go. 16 seconds. I'm not listening to Dave. Hello, Shady Lane. Hope you're wonderful. Dave is here as well. Don't forget Dave, of course, Shady Lane, because he's here to engage with you as well in coitus. What? Oh, 16 done. Right, send it.
Oh. Ooh.
Now,
I still have a biscuit in my mouth.
16 seconds. It does have a lot more sharpness on the
Yes.
but it's still beautiful. And the finish, like this, it's long. Glenmorangie does long and wonderful
None of them
finishes.
have been short finish, have they?
No. I mean, that cab bowl wasn't that long, I think. I think my cab bowl might not have been as long as the others, comparative, but it's still a lengthy finish.
I mean, it's medium at worst.
Yeah, at worst. At worst, yes.
Hmm.
At worst, yes. That seems appropriate. No, I think it's...
Yeah, shorter than the others, but bear in mind how long the others are. A short
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
is still pretty long.
Agreed. No, I think this is wonderful, and we are very. Want to say to you, Em, thank
Yes.
you so much for sending this to us.
I don't know who you are, but yes, thank you.
I believe you've sent a few things to us. I think you did it via donation, so I bought the bottle in December. We are eternally grateful for that. Thank you very much. We've had some wonderful bottles sent to us, but I've tried most of those in the past.
Yes, if anyone else, if you do feel kind enough to donate, please do feel to do so, because we will try it, we will drink it, it will be featured on a stream at some point.
If you
will
want to
get
donate
to
and
see
tell
our...
us to buy a bottle with it, we will do that.
Yeah.
Because we're not dickheads. Well, we are, but not that kind.
Also, please do check out the wish list that I'm sure Leona will link for us on Amazon, which we will get around to updating at some point again.
We are going to update that because I think it's only right. We do need to update it. It's a sipping whiskey. You can tell, like, there's some whiskies when you just sort of, you quickly sink it a little bit of it and you realise it's not a sinking whiskey, you know? You just don't send it, right? You know what I mean?
I was just saying if it was any different from the nosing glass, the narrower, but it smells about the same.
I think I feel better with the nosing glass in this instance, but only because I think
No,
my
what's
nose
next?
struggles with this one. But I do think it's a good glass still.
Yeah. I was just intrigued to see against wide
think
versus
I might
narrow.
need to do that on the rum and garbage whiskey stream. You might have to. Yeah. The shitsky stream, yeah, which is what a term I coined earlier, along with the spiffing shot, which is
Yes.
my drink, my cocktail, totally original, not ripped off from the Irish. There'll be a Welsh one day, don't you worry. Welsh cream, though, is completely different. That's actually what the residue you get from a battered
The
sheep.
wonderfully whelming well.
No, the Welsh cream comes from when a Welsh man shags a Welsh sheep. We don't talk about it, though. But sadly, the sheep's language is perverted because it's been born via that perversion. So its language is just 3 Ds and 2 Ls.
And about 9 N's.
Yes. Go. Anyway, I'm going to sink this because we have one left and I want to get to it. Although I do think if we're feeling good enough, we might be able to cheekily do one more.
It's possible.
But there's a reason for it we'll get to.
I get the bits of biscuit out.
Heron. Well, that's the best shot I've had all evening. Straight up, that's the best one. But it feels wrong to have as a shot. It's really rich, honey-like. It's whelming, very not over.
That's good.
It's banging, isn't it? It's nice and warm as well.
Yeah,
because my
it's
hand...
warm, but it's not overbearing. There's no burn.
Yeah, no burn. Welcome to ENJ Hell. Exactly that, yes. And thank you for linking the list. We appreciate that, Diana. No, this is delightful, and I think it's a fantastic.
Please do give her a round of applause in the chat for our secretary, Leona. She does a good job when she's had food and isn't going for the butt stuff.
Sorry.
She'd get more of a round of applause if she went for the butt stuff. But
We need water, David, and I'm going to remember to drink this one. So just pour it directly into my glass. Thank you. Where's the water?
Water 2, electric boogaloo.
Folio de. Handy. It's easy to swirl this one. There we go.
So,
Scent.
this is not the first time that one of us has had a watered down drink.
Yes, you did for the when we got absolutely fucking bladdered and bucked.
Yeah.
On Talisker and many other things. Bunhaven played a key role.
Yes. Alcohol stream.
Yes, I'm sure Leona could find that and link it if she wants to, but you don't have to in that instance. We didn't sound too horrendously drunk, though, by the end of it. We were just incredibly hyperactive.
Has she responded to the praise and compliment yet?
Yes, blushes.
Okay.
You two are the ones who keep wanting butt stuff.
Leona, that was a compliment. You get 1.
Oh, that's like you stole that. That's plagiarism. You stole it from me, man. That's my hug thing, isn't it? My hug policy. You want a hug? Sure, you get 1. You sure you want it now? Right now? Okay, because you don't get any more. Okay, all right. My hands will stay out here, so you can see my hands at all times. By all means, embrace my frame for all it's worth and the warmth you'll get from it. Sincerity too.
I'm waiting for your reaction to you get 1. So that's angry faces.
Oh, yeah.
What this is how we determine the YouTube delay.
Let's get to the
There we go.
There it is. Let's get to the final one. This is the coup de grace of the stream. This is the Glenmorangie 18. It's actually not the only 18-year-old Glenmorangie, though. There's actually another one that's called Extremely Rare.
Yes.
This one, though, has a slightly better name. It's called the, yes, because all of them are that, the original, the La Santa, the Quinta Ruben, the Parla Cortado, the Calvados, the Amontillado,
we're not Northern.
the Cadbow Estate, Nectar.
Calvados, Amontillado.
Well, this one is a marriage of bourbon and Oloroso, which is the standard Glenmorangie. Well, what separates this from the original is this one's 18 years old. This is the coup de grace of, well, not, it is alleged to be the best one, but we know there's one that might sit removed, but it doesn't have an age statement. Of their age statements, this is one of the oldest. They have one that's 18 and 19. They have 2 that's 18.
21.
Yeah, but that's harder to find. That's even rarer.
Yeah.
But this one's called the Infinita. And this one comes in a beautiful presentation box. Dave and I have
It's
already...
actually not dissimilar to the Cadball, is it? But upper level.
Yeah. Agreed. Except this is Oloroso, not Amontillado.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of boxing and the colouring and the...
Oh, the royal blue?
Yeah.
The swirls on the front are beautiful.
It's like a mix of old
This
and
one
new,
has a
isn't
story inside. You can tell from the bottle we've already had a few glasses. Myself and Dave have had a couple. I gave a sample to my dad to take back to his boat, I believe. Yeah. We've had 1 glass each, I believe. So this evening should be quite nice because we get to open it again. And also, I like opening these because I'm not against finishing them. We just don't seem to, which is fine because they will get finished eventually.
How many whiskies do we have between us now, though?
We don't talk about that.
It's like triple digits.
Look, we don't slut shame.
Our body count is high. It's hard to get through a whiskey given how many we have.
Although I can safely say I have more bottles of whiskies than I have bedded individuals.
Oh, yeah.
Dave cannot say the same because he's a man whore.
No, Dave can very definitely say the same.
He is lying.
His nose just got bigger. And, by the way, that's not a good thing. It gets in the way
Yes, it does. It's true.
of butt stuff. Now,
And drinking whiskey.
this one, I bought this because a long-time supporter of my channel and friend, Cindy, on my birthday, I had a stream. And I didn't know this till the next day, but on my birthday, I raised money to buy birthday whiskey, which was purchased. It was the Macallan Night on Earth, The Journey. But David already got me a birthday whiskey, so it was kind of redundant. But she sent me over Square the exact amount of my goal. And so I said, right, I can't not. It feels wrong to not. So on my birthday, I bought this as well. The Glenmorangie 18-year-old Infinita. Each dazzling drop of the Infinita showcases the endless imagination of Dr. Bill Lumsden, Glenmorangie's multi-award-winning whiskey maker. Why do I hear my stream back?
Sorry, it's because I
Okay,
got a
silky,
notification. It was the
fruity spirit is crafted with thanks to our mineral-rich water source. The Tologi Springs, flowing through unusually tall stills, our light and luminous spirit leaves ample room for our flavour experimentation. For most of its life, this wondrous whiskey rests in hand-selected American oak. 18 years pass, and Dr. Phil introduces a portion. This music seems appropriate in the background while I'm talking. It's very uplifting. Introduces a portion aged in Oloroso. So this isn't fully
Well, we must stand at attention.
Sorry, I've changed in a sec to a screen. So well, we've got Bloodbound playing. Introduces a portion aged in Oloroso sherry casks to create a whiskey brimming with infinite wonder. Now that is very unusual.
Portion.
Yeah, because that's not the portion that's been aged in bourbon.
No.
Which means this is 18 years in bourbon.
Yeah.
And then they've added something that's come from Oloroso.
Yeah.
They
Unless
just,
they've
you know what they've done?
Part
No.
18 of part of it in 18 years of bourbon and part in like 15 and 3 or
They've
something.
done the majority of this in bourbon, and then they've added
Yeah.
something else on top. They've added the Santa to it.
Could be. Yeah.
But they've done that, and it says, and with each sip, a different flavour greets you. Find honeyed notes rippling across. Ripping's very different. Across pools of caramelised orange. Yeah. Or gardens of jasmine and lemon blossom touched by the breeze, or a rhapsody, a bohemian rhapsody perhaps, of warm, figgy richness and orange marmalade depths, brushed by wisps of campfire smoke. Signed by Dr. Phil Lumsden, the master distiller. The box presentation for this, by the way, I love. But I will admit, for years, Dave and I have wanted to get our hands on the signet.
Yeah.
But I will admit, there's more chance Dave getting it than me, because if I get one next, I want the 19.
And Dave did nearly win it once as well. That was one ticket off.
Yeah. But for the sake of it, we've had a glass of this, and we know it's good. But I also really enjoyed the... Thank you for the compliment. You're welcome. But I really want to get my hands on the 19 if I do buy another Glenmorangie. Taylor Tokyo, I bought it, but I gave it to Dave. And obviously we'd love to try that, but we can drink that off air, quite frankly, because I don't really give a shit. But we can do a stream on that in the future regardless.
Yeah, because we have found a number of strange, like, limited release Glenmorangies that we could do. Tribute, we mentioned earlier, being one of them.
Travel exclusive, wasn't it?
No, that one wasn't, but there are some travel
It's a 1
exclusives
litre bottle,
as well.
though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to buy, because it's a 1 litre, but it's also the OG bottle. You got the,
like the
Malaga cask,
yeah.
cognac cask, they're the OG bottles.
The Alta and things as well.
Is there one private Spiros? Spiros? Is that one?
I don't know if it's Spiros, but there's one that begins with an S something. But yeah, there's a number of other Glenmorangie, like odd limited bottling or limited batches that we could try and get
I know
into
one of them, the cognac cask 13-year-old. I think it's on our wish list, and I put it there because if anyone sends it, that goes to you. Because that's what we agreed. Some of them do go to you, and we put that the Glenlivet 13 as well.
Yeah.
That's French exclusive, which is bullshit. But yeah,
Why do the French get good things?
How do we know it's good though?
Unless it's Bren, obviously.
They give it to us then.
True.
Do open. Although I do have the Bellavoy we need to try at some point.
Yes, you do actually. Yeah,
White wine can't finish. Sorted, I think. Felt wine. Oh, do it again.
Wow.
Do that again. I'm here for it.
Oh. Coffee.
No, that's breathy cough.
While Meg composes himself, I shall begin the pour.
Thank you.
That was a very squeaky pull of the cork.
The Bellavoy is a French whiskey I bought by accident because it was meant for somebody else, and then I just didn't give it to him. But yeah, no, that cork is fantastic. That is a cork for popping that. Also, the top on this one, if I took the top off the vinyl off the top of this, I reckon it'll have the engraving on it. Kind of want to find out.
I was looking for the cork and you're playing with it.
Yeah. There we go. We'll take
embossing.
that. Yeah, we'll take the embossing quality. So, give us all the good pops. Absolutely. We'll give you one more for free. Actually, tell you what, if we get, hang on.
How many of you are here right now?
No. One more like, and we will pop the cork. We want 25 likes by the end of the stream. If we get 2 more likes even, we will pop the cork. So if you've all liked it, you need to go find 2 more people or switch accounts.
Yes, get your alt accounts out and come and like.
Yes, 25 likes should do it, and we will give that cork another pop. We've had
to encourage you, I'll give you a teaser.
It doesn't.
It
doesn't squeak.
minimal.
It doesn't squeak. Don't spoil it. We had this basically in my living room in my house, 24, one away. We were gonna. The reason we did it off air though is because I don't want to make every drink I have something for streaming.
No.
And to be honest, I was quite happy to drink this off air. Pop it.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Daddy moist.
So,
Oh.
absolutely fantastic. That's the box,
Thank
buddy. Let's go back to 26. Damn, you guys are enthusiastic.
They want more popping.
Going to pop off. Well, I'm glad you. I mean, if you want to, 27. Well, look, if you're popping right now because of all this excitement from popping corks, you're welcome that we can make you pop like that or pop off. Unless it makes you uncomfortable. But we're not here to judge how you pop. Oh, it's delicious.
Get to pop.
It's get to pop. That's absolutely delectable. And
there's a lot more fruit in that.
the thing is, this is a 10, a standard 10, but 8 years older. That's all it is. Oh, it's the Lasanta, 6 years older.
Marriage and bourbon and all. So it's
Yeah,
a
but
10
it's-
and a 12 mixed.
it's a
and
marriage.
aged, basically. Yeah.
It's a marriage. It's the marriage that succeeded. Which is
The
a
one
very-
in 3.
It's a very, very low statistic.
It's the 1 in 3 marriages
Yeah,
that actually
yeah.
succeed beyond the first.
At one point, it used to be a lot higher, but people stopped staying together when they realised.
Back in the days of our parents.
But when
or-
they stayed together for the children, they realised their children became even bigger dickheads, and they realised, oh, we made a mistake here. Having children was the mistake. All right, should we have a sip of this?
I feel like we should have another sip. Yes. That was a good clink.
I was being
We've
gentle.
gone heavy versus light glass, haven't we?
Quality is just there. It is removed. It has to be. It has to sit removed. It has to.
It is, but having had it,
Twice now.
I feel it's the closest to that.
You think it's close to your one?
It's in terms of initial
OG yours
impressions,
or not? Now
as it
yours?
is now, yeah. I mean, that is quite similar to that.
I think similarity, yes, but I still think that's better.
Oh yeah, it's better.
Because I think that extra time refined it.
Yeah, it's better, but it's got the same kind of initial profile
Yeah.
as that one, as the OG
God.
Glenmorangie.
Fiona, what have you done?
couple.
She wrote in caps, "No, Daddy, stop it."
Take them on powers away. Take them on powers away.
Elena replied, "Daddy, moist."
Take the powers away. If any of you get yeeted, it is not us. I promise you.
Yeah, we would never do that. Shall I put tasting notes? Oh no, that's not it. There it is. There it is. Sorry, I keys. I had to go to Q for once, and I went back to the start. Tasting notes: the colour honey's gold. You got the bottle right next to you. But yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Nose: tangy, caramelized citrus fruit aromas combined with a floral fragrance. A blend of honeysuckle, narcissus, and jasmine. Yes, 100%. 10 points to Gryffindor. You started it.
Oh, bat stuff.
Now, carrying on. The taste. A soft, oily texture gives way to flavours of nuts and spices, with notes of dates, figs, and a hint of wood smoke. Now, the wood smoke I'm going to go back for, because I do like myself a little
say
smoke.
I've got that to start with. Dates, yeah.
I have no idea. Don't do anything yet. Don't do anything.
There with
18 seconds.
Mega's idea. Oh,
Your turn. You're going to do it, though, because I've done it before.
okay.
Build up. Prep yourself. You ready?
Deep
Dave
breaths.
is going to do the 18 seconds needed to unlock it, because I reckon smoke's more pronounced in the length. Yeah, take it deep. Open wide. Right. Timer started. 18 seconds. 1 second for every year of maturation of this marriage, this successful marriage. A 1 in 3 statistic where children are also quite wealthy, successful, and, well, obviously well endowed. And send it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. That's very different.
All right, my turn.
There's some smoke there.
Ready?
Possibly. He's going. Sorry, I'm just having to compose myself because, it takes a few seconds for everything to happen. But once you get to start pushing at 18 seconds, it does start to become something different to what you get on just normal sip. Smoke was the first time. There we go. Smoke was the first time I found was when doing the hold.
Took about 3 seconds for the flavours to start going. Oh, we're here to play now. Let's go. Ooh.
Yeah, I think it was about 9 when I started.
Well,
So
I'll tell you what,
hello.
I don't think I've done. I don't think we've done many taste tests that long. Can you turn those lights off? They need changing. I turned them on at the start. Take it down if you have to. Oh, and that's on the right side at the bottom. There you go. Yeah, no, that's really nice, and the smokiness is more pronounced as a finish, I think.
Yeah, it develops, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a smokiness there, but for 18 seconds with that in your mouth, as one of the few like mouthfuls you're quite happy to leave in there for a while. Compared to others, to be fair, I'd love to compare it with like leaving that in there for like the Calvados finish for 18 seconds, but it's a 12 year, so I don't point.
No, I know it dips down on the ABV.
It does,
but there's
doesn't feel compromised. No. But then, hang on,
but
the standard is 40.
Yeah.
So the Cab Bowl is 43. Was my Nectar 46 as well, wasn't it? I don't remember. Was my Nectar the 16-year-old 46, or was it 43 as well?
46.
Yeah. So most of them are 40. Hang on. What is the Quinta Rubin? That's 46.
Yeah, 46. 40.
And that is also 43.
43.
So
basically, they do one of two percentages: 43 or 46.
Well, except for the standard, which is 40. But
that makes sense.
But then ignoring the standard, the others hover in this area. Yeah, it's not like Bunhaven that's all 46.1 or 46.3.
A specific 46 point something. Yeah,
because the Indian company that owns them dictates.
Yeah, just to be different. Yeah, you will be 46 point something.
46.3, not including cast strength. Which is obviously not the same unless you're Master of Malt and being dickheads about it. What do you think about the finish on this? It says here, sweetness of the dried fruit, dryness of the Oloroso develops in the long and enticing finish. Now, long, I don't think it's that long. It's medium.
Yeah,
it's not as long as not as long as these two. The first two we had.
We've had longer.
Yeah. Oh, have we now?
But we've had a lot of whiskies where there's not really much of a finish at all. It's definitely got a finish.
I'm thanking my past self for putting on earbuds, but at the same time, well then, And Leona, I will deal with you two after the
Ooh.
stream. I doubt you'd want to.
Would you like us deep in your ears?
That's Shady Lane.
Ooh.
Anyway. Works as a drink. If you just have like a glug, it works. It's got a nice... It's just sort of very smooth, incredibly smooth.
It definitely works as a sip.
Yeah, it does. I think it's this one, the 16 didn't work as a drink. You know, it worked as a sip or maybe as a shot. This one seems a bit more versatile. I like it. I think it's got good potential. I also think I gave it in my book. Wrong book. In my book, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars because I thought, as far as in the context of Glenmorangie, it's their best whiskey I've had. I think I think for the ones I've had, your nectar. It's fantastic. And your Cad Bowl, what it was. Your Cad Bowl, brilliant. You know, these are all to me new.
Yeah,
and that's great because I get to sit there and think about it. I think because I base my scoring on a baseline. So the baseline for Glenmorangie is the 10.
Yeah, that's
the 3 out of 5. Or 2 out of 5. You know, it depends if you think of it as good or bad. I think it's a baseline good. So where does the Santa sit? Above it. Quinta Ruben, above it. The only one I'd put below the 10 is the Palo Cortado.
Yeah.
I put that at 2.
Overly keen on that, were we?
No, it didn't work as a shot either.
No.
It didn't work as a shot. It didn't work as a sip. It didn't work as a drink.
We didn't put water with it, though. We may have missed a trick with that one.
I'm not doing that tonight.
No.
We're 6.5 drinks in.
Well, I don't know, because you had an extra one that you've watered down, so who knows?
Well, I yeeted that one.
Yeah.
I've done about 10,000 steps with my pacing, just like back and forth.
Yeah. I shuffle my weight between one foot and the other. Meg literally does like 4 paces every 4 seconds.
I do. I need a stool. I need a stool here. No. I should just sit down. I should just be
For
sat
reference,
down.
chat, that was me pointing at the stool that is 2 foot to my left.
Yeah, I should just have a chair here and just be sat down.
Most bar patrons do tend to sit at a stool. This one won't sit down. It's
Meg
ridiculous.
is so ADD, he can't be bothered. But he'll happily commit to wearing his quads out, which are now absolutely dead. Like, legitimately, my legs feel numb. So, out of 10, what would you rate this one as? Because I give it a 9, 9.5. In the context of Glenmorangie's.
So, yeah, that's different. So, in the context of Glenmorangie, I would agree.
Because I want to give it wiggle room.
In the context of the things we've had, bear in mind what we rated, like the Rosal, the Singleton, Diageo Special Releases.
Different. I rate mine on purpose in a more isolated way because I think that if I put it with others, then I drag all their whiskies down. I don't want to do that. I want to treat it as an individual entity because if I then compare it to others, like if someone says to me, pull out one of your best whiskies, I'll pull that out.
Yeah, it is good.
Because I'll pull out, because that doesn't mean that. So if I pull that out, right, and I'll go to my cabinet now and get another one that I would rate incredibly highly, yeah?
Oh, Meg's just pulled out.
Oh. Right, I'll pull out another one of my best whiskies, yeah?
He's reached in, he has grabbed the Singleton, he has grabbed the Silken Gown.
Right.
He's lifting the gown.
These can both still be 5-star whiskies, but I would rather give someone that than this because I know that this sits removed from this. Because I would rather give them that knowing that, first of all, this is stronger. The Silken Gown is stronger. But also, I don't want to give that to casuals.
No.
I don't want to give the Silken Gown to people who aren't as experienced.
Yeah.
I would rather they drink the Glenmorangie Infinita.
Yeah, it's more accessible, isn't it?
I think it's not just the more accessible, it's similar price. But I would rather give them that because the ABV is lower. I would rather give them this because I don't want to share this as much.
The actual punch of the whiskey is lower as well.
If I'm going to share this with anyone, I'd share it with you.
Yeah.
But beyond that, who do I share that with?
Well, apparently a dab with lemonade.
One single shot as a one-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Hugs, he gets one.
In general, yeah.
Got a few glasses, though. You know, it's just, that's the point, though, isn't it? You don't...
Yeah, for
you
a lot of the
context.
A lot of the special release ones, you do need someone that can handle some drinks to be able to actually let them have any.
Imagine I did that and then I pull out this one. Your old Pulteney single cask, 64.2%. Right? I've had a little bit of this. This is, quite frankly, a 5-star whiskey. But I'm not going to give that to my dad, am I? Not because my dad can't handle it, but because I know he can't drive afterwards. But also, he'd have it in lemonade. But no, in the context of you have to pick, it can still be a 5-star whiskey.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be compared to other 5-star whiskies. You just know there's a bracket where it will sit. And I think that if I compare it with Johnny Walker Blue, they're nothing alike. But they're both still 5-star whiskies to me. Because they're the best of their versions.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the rating does vary against what you're rating it against.
Yeah.
Because if you just rate it as everything we drunk tonight, or if you rate it against the Glenmorangies, it's going to sit very, very
it's
high.
Not like I've gone over here and I've gone, you know what? I'm going to have
Here's
Glenmorangie 18 sat next to Who Dart Old Pulteney. Like, they're not 5-star whiskies in the slightest.
Were I a cat, I'd be eating that off the bar.
Compared to what the Old Pulteney Who Dart is and the Glenmorangie 18 is, the Old Pulteney Who Dart is a 2-star whiskey at best, out of 5.
Yeah.
Because it has potential to be better. I reckon there's got to be a way to make it nice. But in the context of Old Pulteney, some will think this is one of their best whiskies.
Well, yeah.
And it is highly rated. Just not by us.
Yeah, because that was the thing. Because that was recommended to you by the guys in the whiskey shop.
Well, no, they said it was highly recommended.
Yeah.
I don't know if the same guy that served us didn't say it was.
Well, okay, yeah.
He didn't say it was worth a cork or anything. Right, I'm done fucking.
Meg is closing the cabinet.
There's condensation inside it. It's just typical build up this time of year.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing. Shall we have a little bit more before we send this? Because who needs chairs or stools when you have 2 good legs? Did you say 62%? 62.
Where? See, look what you've done.
64.2%. Old Pulteney, single cask, only available to those who are members of the Whiskey Club. I bought it as part of my January madness. It is the strongest whiskey I own, but I don't believe it's the strongest one in total because I believe Dave might have a sample of Bruichladdich that sits slightly higher. Check the images.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll do it now. I'll check the stream images.
I don't think either of us own a bottle that's stronger, but yes, I might have a sample, one of the medicine bottles.
I will confirm. Stream images. Bruichladdich. No, I still do. 63%. The Old Pulteney single cask is 64.2%. I have the strongest whiskey, but it's not the strongest one we've ever had. The strongest one we've ever had was the Annandale Manor Sword at 65%.
65%.
And
at
that
the bar
was,
at the wedding in Scotland, yes.
I had a double of that. That was absolutely brutal.
That was a kick in the teeth.
Fam, I don't know if I had any... Did I still have teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Because they got smashed right in at that. I mean, afterwards, you and I were sat in... Were we watching
Fine,
Top
because we were
Gear?
nursing it on Kendallman. No, we were at Clarkson's farm.
Yeah, we were. We were watching him with the Lamborghini tractor.
And Gerald, the farmhand, with the wall.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Anyway, 64.2% is the strongest whiskey. I might have one other that might be strong, because I didn't check the ABV on it.
And the Optima isn't that strong. It's just high
59
ppm.
point.
Yeah.
59. Mine's 59.8, which is one of the strongest. Although
Portscape?
59.4.
There's not many in the 60s, are there?
Glenfarclas 105 is 60.
Yeah. That was
my
strong.
strongest.
Yeah.
And we've done a fair bit of damage to that over the years.
We have. And we've had a sample of that as well.
It's 'cause it's good. Although I think, didn't I take the sample and put it in my bottle?
Yes, you did actually.
Because I wanted to top my bottle up, so it's like over
Yeah.
half empty.
I think that was one of your Christmas samples, wasn't it?
It
You
was,
put it
yeah.
in, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, Dave, you got any more? He's like, yeah, I got one.
Good chat to
I'm
Master
taking-
Malt.
Thank you,
And
Master
gave us,
Malt.
Whiskey Santa gave us free whiskey.
Mm. It's a good whiskey. It really is nice. Bry, everything you call something a 5-star whiskey, I'm reminded of 5-star Canadian whiskey. That feels good. That sounds a bit unfair. Not good whiskey. You okay, Dave?
Yeah, so I'm just slightly piling the coasters because they were all like angled.
We probably should move those at some point. Maybe at
Just
some point, you should come up here and actually organise this a bit
straightening
better.
the coasters up.
We should probably organise it, shouldn't we? Maybe I should put them here somewhere. Yeah. I'm thinking we're at the 2-hour 40-minute. I think we're near the end.
Yeah.
We could wind down and consider what we're going to do for the remainder of the stream. I'm going to put this in here now. I'll quickly remember this because otherwise I'm going to forget. Where are we? We've got the nectar, I've got the Cadbull, I've got the Calvados, and I've got the Amontillado, the wrong order.
The OCD has failed him.
Too late.
See, the irony is...
You were about to pull it up, weren't you? Heron! Send it! Cheers.
So, for reference, Meg wrote heron on his notebook. I googled heron and had a picture of a heron.
I'll tell you what. That's probably the best shot I've ever had. That might be the best shot I've ever had. We did this the other day and I said it was a brilliant shot as well. But that is amazing.
Where did that come from?
That's actually brilliant. That really is. That's really sweet, toffee-like, syrupy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where did that come from compared to the sipping?
That's a whiskey for sipping, that.
Weirdly, that's a whiskey for shooting.
Go to bed, you're drunk. Not drunk.
Who said that?
Hi, MJ. Hope you're well.
Was that the owner?
No, that was Michael.
Okay.
Every time, everything. That's very true. Thankfully, I think I understood, but I just misspoke. Hope you're well, MJ. Hope you're having a lovely day. Don't forget to like the stream. Bring us back here because we're
that's bizarre.
Winding down now, folks. And yes, it's a bizarre one because it finishes beautifully, doesn't it? What do you think, Dave?
Like, you could... Someone could literally give you that as like a shot in a pub and you shoot it and you just think this is a good shot.
Thing is, if someone gives me a shot in a pub and I get those flavours, I'm going to think that's an expensive whiskey. Because if I get a shot in a pub, it's Jameson's, Lefroy, it's Fiddick, it's Monkey Shoulder, it's Bell's, Teacher's, Grant's, it's Grouse, it's the it's either the standard stuff or the crap stuff.
Yeah.
It's not whiskey I would associate with a good flavour profile.
Or
though,
a high age.
Someone gives me that as a shot. First of all, you got money.
Yeah.
And second, I'm thinking you got taste. When we went to that pub for the fishing trip, what did you get me a glass of in the end? Was it Highland Park or Talisker? Because I had one, you had the other. I think I had the Highland Park.
You had the Highland Park, I had the Talisker.
Yeah. I'm not going to shoot that though.
Yeah.
You can, but it doesn't have that flavour profile. It's not designed.
Neither of which really went with the pizza, but
No, they didn't. But thankfully, there's
the cider did.
Few hours gap between them. Thankfully, or about 5.
Yeah, the cider works right. Oh no, yeah, because that was the pub after.
Yeah, that was one before the Zacks.
Yes, that was the one where we were escaping from the rain.
Yes,
torrential downpour.
Jeez, well, it was worth it. It was delightful.
In traditional British summer weather, not 4 seconds after we got off the boat, it absolutely pissed it down.
But it felt right because we were in Wroxham. Absolute shit all over the place.
And we had been drinking since about 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think your breakfast was a Copperberg.
It was. I like that, and Kinder Bueno. I like that I went to Dave's and I put on 7 pounds in 4 days. That, not even a joke. And it was all put on one day.
What I like is that Meg came to Dave's and Dave lost like a kilo.
I put on like 7 pounds in one day because we drank so much and I ate the biggest, fattest, bestest burger in the world.
He did have a big
in the world.
Yes. So for anyone who has a Zax nearby, do go and check them out. They have awesome burgers and a mint liqueur cocktail thing that Meg had.
Yeah.
But yes, they have awesome burgers.
So I'm going to ask you an obvious question. If you were to now take all 6 whiskies, and I'll bring us back to the bar.
I'm not drinking all 6 of these again.
No. I'll bring us back here. Put all 5 on the image, but obviously think of 2 Cadbulls. And you were to arrange them in order of preference. Amontillado, Calvados, the 2 Cadbulls, the Nectar, and the 18. What would you order them? Because I'm going to do it first.
Okay.
I would order it in almost the exact order we drank them. I would just change the Amontillado first. But not because it's bad. Because it's still better than 2 of the ones we had last time.
Ooh, I think
your nectar isn't as strong as it once was, like you've said.
no.
But I still think that it's still strong enough to be better than the Calvados, but not by much.
Yeah, it's the 212s first.
I think my 15 might be better, but only because it's newer.
It's been too long since I've really had my nectars compare.
You can't compare your
15,
nectar,
the
can
Cab
you?
Bowls, yeah, I think OG as we opened it, my Cab Bowl beats yours, but I think as they sit now, your Cab Bowl beats mine.
Yeah. Nectar next, then Infinita last. I think Infinita's the winner.
Infinita is by far. It's
not by much.
It's a hard one to redefine.
It is when you compare to the current version of the nectar, which we now know is a good replacement.
Yeah.
I was worried.
Possibly an aged up replacement.
I still think we need to do it like a YouTube short or an Instagram post comparing the nectar to the nectar.
So that's the thing. A lot of the time now, when distilleries replace a whiskey, they don't age it up.
No, they don't.
The nectar is 4 years potentially older than the nectar door. Normally, if they are going to do something and replace one, they'll age it down because of the availability of the stock.
Yes.
Which makes it very interesting. Yeah, I think if that's the best, then the nectar. The Cab Bowls are close. I think, as I say, mine was better, but currently yours is better.
Yeah. The Infinita has to sit removed because you haven't got an 18 yet.
No, and then...
Although, if you do get Signet or Tribute, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Calvados was better than the Amontillado.
There is a thing here. Tribute's 16 years old.
Yeah.
Now compare that to my nectar.
Yeah, we'll have to.
That would be completely different, though, because Tribute's not the same.
No, it's a different whiskey, isn't it?
Isn't that the peated one?
Yes.
Oh, that'd be a tricky one, wouldn't it?
A peated Highland, Glenmorangie.
I wonder if that's a whiskey for dipping.
You didn't hear that, did you?
Not all of it.
I wonder if that's a whiskey for dipping. You do wonder.
Is this going to be a special Dave thing now? Can you dip the whiskey?
Well, you've got the biscuits for it. You never know. If anyone has any questions before we finish today, do let us know, because Dave and I have had an absolutely fantastic time doing this.
Glenmorangie does give us a good time, doesn't it?
Should we cleanse our palates one more time or not?
Well, I still have a small...
Send it?
No, I don't know. I did send it. Yes, I feel we should cleanse just purely for the hot chocolate later.
Later?
Well, in about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes, yeah. Uber. You want to see me your grouse chocolate in yours?
No.
Send it. It's on.
One has standards.
I like that over here, next to on my bar, there's loads of ribbons from bottles we've opened.
The foil ribbons. We can make it like a little...
Make a little band. Okay, I might be able to keep...
the Christmas streamer things, the hoops.
I think that's what they're called, streamers, aren't they? Might leave that there, just as a little memento. But yes, if you have any questions, ask away, because we want to obviously answer any questions. Dippin' Dave, that's his name, along with Dave the Diver.
Yeah, Dave the Diver.
That was the name I gave him, oddly enough, because he was quite the diver during... We got an ad, apparently, in 30 seconds.
Excellent.
Skip. This song's about Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin.
Might have been joking. They even played that riff. Yes, so we are back here in 1 week and 1 day.
Sunday, yes. Sunday next weekend.
Yes, it'll be Jura. On the menu will be Jura 10, Jura 10, Jura 14, Jura Rum Cask, Jura Red Wine Cask, Jura Bourbon Cask, which is a strange one because I thought Jura 10, which is down there, it was Bourbon Cask as well. And finally, Jura 21 Tide and Time, purchased as part of my madness last January, which we do like.
And if I can be bothered Jura Winter, but...
You will go home the next day.
True.
Don't bother. Jura Winter is a redundant whiskey for something supposedly Christmassy, but if I want Christmas whiskey, I'll just drink Dalmore 12. I have already set the stream up. We are in... Okay, sorry about that. We are in discussion right now to try and work out what will be after.
Yeah.
I think a Lefroy stream would be a funny one to do because we haven't done it. Actually,
we have discussed that. Yeah.
We need to do a dedicated Isla peated stream, and I think a Lefroy one because the variety will be better. We don't have the Feshiels, Ilas of like a Vulin.
No, all the elements.
We don't have Kilclaman. We have Bunhaven, but that's not really peated. One is we don't really have that. We don't have. We only have one Porter-Skeg, the 8. My cast strip doesn't count.
No,
it's
you're
open.
not open that. Yeah.
Your Kalilas, you only got 12.
12. Yeah, and obviously one we're not opening.
Exactly. So a Lefroy stream would work because I've got the 10. He has quarter cask. Do you have any lore left? No. Okay.
If I do, it's in a medicine bottle. That's a minimal amount.
If I do buy any more whiskey, I would buy one to do a Lefroy stream. And it would probably be the 10 sherry cask.
Yeah.
To go against quarter cask, and if he does get any more himself, a sample of lore or something.
Yeah.
A genuine madness. MJ, I'm glad you agree with us. Because I will admit, there was something about the look on Dave's face when I pulled out that money and told him where it came from, and the look on the guy's face when he realised he didn't have to work the rest of the day and started drinking with us. Legitimately, when I pulled the money pot out and put it on the table, his first response, and Dave heard it, was, I hope there's no pennies in there. He was genuinely worried I was going to put a treasure chest, which had Pirate's Grog written on the top. I'm going to stiff him with coins. And I showed him the notes, and he's like, I've got all these samples. I'm going to get some more for upstairs. You'll take these Kalila samples of really rare whiskey outside, but I'm going to get some more samples for you. Loads of stuff with samples. And I'm fucked by the end of it. Battered, half cut.
Yeah, so basically, we had to have a whole extra Nando's visit just to be able to sober enough to go home.
I didn't even finish it. It was so much Nando's, man. I was so full. But
we need to eat. We need actual food.
I went in there because I wanted to do something genuinely mad, and the best part was I didn't tell Dave.
No, I had no idea.
He didn't know until I said to him, look, I'm really having an issue here. Because my list had Singleton 25 on it, but then I just noticed I got the Dalmore 18 in, and I was also looking at Mortlack, and I'm like, I can get the collection. But Balbelair 25's on my list, but I could, for that price, get the 18
Nick had
or
a
20
Dave
in.
moment and couldn't decide.
And then I decided, I was like, I could take the Singleton off, but he's like, yeah, but you got the Singleton collection. I'm like, you're right. I'll take the Singleton 25, Dalmore 18, Mortlack 20, 12, and 16, please. How are you going to pay for that? Bosh.
Yes.
Bosh.
Ka-ching!
It was,
Do feel free to count this money.
Just to be honest for a second, that was a one-off thing. I would never do it again until 2025. I am putting little bits of cash into a tin, and next year it will happen, obviously. But it's not. I don't want to do that often because that takes the fun away, doesn't it? Can you imagine if I just rock up every month and just go, I got 400 quid, give me Polton 25. I'll call back next month.
Yeah.
Get something better. Bitch.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Fun is knowing that these treats are things I'm never going to buy again. Am I ever going to buy another Singleton 25?
Probably not.
No. Am I ever going to buy another English 15-year-old Founder's Private Cellar Batch? No. I've not even finished the first treats. Why would I? Because these are treats. I can't afford these all the time. And that's kind of part of the fun of it. But when we went in there, the guy genuinely, he gave us samples of things they don't even have. Dave's got 3 of them.
Yeah.
He
literally was like, we don't do this anymore, have this. We don't do this anymore, have this one.
It's because he saw the money. And then Dave made the guy fan it out on the counter and took a photo of it. That was cheeky, but I liked it. To be fair, he was having the time of his life counting. He's like, as a 50.
He was literally like, I'm just going to drink now because I don't need to work the rest of the day. Got my sales target for the week.
He did point out, though, that we need to come back next year because his target will be moved up. So
so anyone that feels generous around December, November time next year, if you could feel free to donate because we need to keep the whiskey shop in business.
Yeah.
Help them meet their sales target.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, it's 10 to 11. We need to vanish, Dave.
Yes, we need to have a hot chocolate.
Yes, we do. My legs are... No, that was wind. The outside wind.
Yeah.
I need to rest my legs because they're weary. And appeal monetization on this stream. Yeah. Is there anything Dave would like to say before we finish? Do not blow out any more candles.
I brought a candle.
Do not do that again, you bastard. I will do the candles. Is there anything you'd like to say before we finish?
No, just thank you for being here. Thank you to those that have donated, and please do like, share, check the Instagram. All of the things. Please do support us if you feel the need to do so.
We shall be here next Sunday at 8 p.m. GMT.
Possibly.
Maybe 9 p.m., maybe 10
I'd
p.m.,
say
maybe 11 p.m.
9, judging when I finish work, 9 p.m. probably more likely.
I will correct that on the stream to set it up. Thank you for being here, guys. Really appreciate it. Em, thank you again for sending us the nectar.
Yes.
It meant the world to us, and we loved it. It's definitely a whiskey worth having, and we are genuinely grateful for the support you've given us.
Yes,
and everyone for
very
this
much
evening.
so.
The donations and the likes mean the world to us. See you next Sunday, guys. Say goodnight, Dave.
Good night, Dave.
Good night, Uru.